up on a Tuesday. Got your girl in the color she choosing. Club going up.
Yo, welcome to WLVS Radio. You're tuned into the open bar.
Salute.
Salute. Yo, Redbeard is in the building. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How about yourself?
You're angry. He almost hit 3 white people today, Jacob. You would have been mad. I think they were your cousins.
First of all, they should not have been crossing the street when I had a green light. It said, do not walk. It should have been.
So you rather them follow the rules and you rather kill them?
Hey, just because I did it don't mean I'm
I
guilty.
did.
Nope, not at all.
They
No
have.
question. Were they in the lane before the green turn light turned green?
No.
Yes, it was green.
It was totally green.
It was totally green.
And they were in the wrong.
They were in the wrong.
I was like,
It said,
slow
"Do not
down,
walk to
Dave.
them."
I was like, slow down. He was like, he almost hit them people. He almost killed those.
You get extra
little
points.
white people.
You get extra points for them.
That's right.
Triple kill.
That's right.
Triple kill. Yo, what up, Tito? The legal guru is in the building. How are you,
Yes,
sir?
I'm doing fine. How you doing, sir?
Great. You look cool. Really snazzy. I like the shirt.
No,
like
yeah,
the shirt.
Thank you, wifey.
You giving Pastor a run for his money. I see. And look who's back.
That's right.
What's a country boy doing with a hat
The
like
country
that?
boy is in
Yo,
the
dog,
building.
It's been mad
You
cold,
know what?
man.
That's because he's used to being on a farm and he came up here. It's still cold. Look, it's not even that cold for a hat like that yet.
Freaking freezing.
It is freezing.
It's
out.
40-something degrees outside right now.
Man, it ain't
It's
no
freezing.
cold outside.
That's-
It has to be a
it's cold
wind chill
outside.
of at least 20 degrees.
That's why I wore the sweater, because, headlights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all get it?
Headlights?
In
You
the
got
cold.
headlights?
I heard headlights.
Your
I heard headlights.
titties are
It ain't. No,
your
man.
nipples is hard or something?
In the cold, that don't happen to y'all. Am I the only one that happened to?
Nah,
Pretty much so.
I
And
mean,
women.
And
yeah.
women.
If
Men don't.
So get your Mitchness out of here.
Y'all so wrong. What's today's date?
Today's date is 11/27.
11/27. That sounds good. There's nothing special about 11/27. Didn't play that. I just had
Why
paper
not?
in my mouth. That's crazy.
1127.
1127. Maybe I will play that tomorrow. That might come out tomorrow.
That's right.
Well, anyway, happy Thanksgiving. Past Thanksgiving, people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
Turkey Day. How was y'all Turkey Day?
Mine was wonderful. Went to New York. First time that my grandparents, my parents,
Talking to Mike.
all my children were there, and my sister and her.
All
son.
your children?
All your children.
Yeah, all my children.
Wow.
All the baby mamas too?
How
Or
many?
just-
How many are there? If you guys say all, I'm like, if you have
Well,
one or
because see, I have
two-
adult children too, so, and they don't always come. Sometimes they go see their moms and things of that nature.
So all your humans.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well, how many children? You're not going to answer the question, or you're going to...
it's 5.
5?
Wow.
Jeez.
That's pretty cool.
That's a basketball team. Starting
Right.
5.
You started pretty young, too, right? At
Yeah, my
21,
oldest, my
22?
oldest is 27. So,
The oldest. Wow.
Okay.
You don't even
Okay.
look.
and I have a son that's about to turn 25.
Wow.
See, some people's beards turn white. Yours actually turned red.
Red.
Yeah.
Red. That's what happened to you. That
Now I
wasn't-
got a couple strands of gray up in here for some
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
I got rid of mine, thank God.
Your kids?
Yeah. She swallowed it. Sorry.
What?
That joke was,
Kidding!
that joke was
kidding!
that joke was premature.
So how was your Thanksgiving, Ron?
Mine was actually pretty good. I was here local. I didn't go away. I made some fried chicken from Shoppers. I ordered it. It was
I
really
made
good.
some fried chicken from Shoppers.
I ordered it, yo. They have like the
You
best
can't beat
chicken.
that.
That's
It
funny.
comes in the bag with the clear up front.
No, they changed it. They put it in an actual aluminum pan like you made it. And I was like,
Nice.
I fried this, people. You know what I'm saying? It was like the breast, the wings, the legs. It's pretty good. I had to add a little more Laurie.
Because
seasoning on it, though.
you have a phenomenal skill of taking somebody else's food
And I'll make it
putting
look
it on a
good.
platter
And
and
make
making
it
it
look
seem like
good.
it's yours.
Yeah.
I know how to make
Especially
it look
with
good.
your meatballs.
My meatballs are excellent. I can cook some meatballs. You know that. Don't do
You
that.
heat
I
them
bet you
up.
can.
You put some grape jelly in them, and then and some sauce,
he
and
soaks
you
them?
think you made
Now,
the
that's
meatballs.
what I understand. Because everybody say that when you make meatballs, you're supposed to like actually get the ground turkey, make a ball.
Yes,
Who
you
got
are.
time for that? That's
Ground
why
turkey?
they make turkey. Well, yeah, because I don't eat ground beef. So
Since when?
I never eat. I don't eat ground beef.
You do.
When? Unless I'm made. Unless I don't know it's there. I try not to.
You
ask
eat a
questions.
hamburger every now and then.
It got to be very.
Okay,
very
what is
seldom.
that then?
Very seldom though. Very seldom. Very
And how
seldom.
often do you make your meatballs?
And when I do eat the hamburger, what happens? Don't I get sick? Tell the truth.
No.
I do. I'm normally sick.
No, you don't. Don't lie.
Okay.
Every time I make meatballs, they're all made of turkey meat. Every time I make spaghetti, it's all made with turkey.
Do you know how to make meatballs from scratch?
I'm sure anybody can make a ball.
You know, scratch meatballs.
Sorry.
He don't know
Scratch
how to-
meatballs. Anyway, yeah, how you do it from scratch?
Okay, all right, man.
This dude,
from a
don't
farm.
ask this country
He's
dude
from a farm, so
how
for-
you make it.
Well, hold on. Wait. He's from a farm, so from scratch means like killing the cow.
Okay,
Yeah, he's like,
oh, you
first
meant-
of all,
oh, you
you
meant
go
from
outside,
birth, from
you
the
get this
start.
turkey, you wring this turkey neck.
Then
I mean, you can do that, and
shred.
you could get a grinder and grind you up some good ground turkey or whatever. Basically, I'm gonna just keep it real basic. You can go to the store, either buy the actual breading, or you can make the breading yourself. I say, if you're lazy, just go buy the breading. You know what I'm saying? You got your meatball. Grab you an egg. You want to season your meat, of
It's
course.
just like making meatloaf. That's all.
It's just a little,
Yeah,
it's just a
yeah.
little bit different, but
Yeah.
it's same
Just like
principle.
making meatloaf, but
So-
yeah. But who has the time? You can buy the nice big
Ron,
bags
it does
already
not
made
take that long.
meatballs. The thing with Swedish meatballs is the sauce. That's what you make from scratch. You don't care about the ball.
Ron, it does not take that long.
Always
to
gotta
make
care
It's
about
the
the ball.
sauce coming out.
You don't care about the ball.
You gotta care about the ball.
No, it's the sauce.
Ladies, do
coming
you
out.
care about the balls?
You care about the ball? Or do you feel like the actual sauce coming out? All that. Ooh,
She likes the balls and the sauce.
But if sauce come out the balls, that's disgusting. That's a sickness.
So
you know?
Tito, how was your
Yeah,
Thanksgiving?
I mean, the sauce
Mine was
come out the
good.
balls.
I had a good Thanksgiving. I went to visit my wife's family in Roanoke. We had a great time
Aw.
out there.
Nice.
Roanoke,
What
black
was a
people
good
are in
time.
Roanoke.
Yes.
I
wow.
didn't see white people.
You didn't see white people.
No.
He said what? Wow. How was the food though?
Food was delicious.
Y'all drove the speed
y'all have
limit?
Food was delicious.
Y'all drove the speed limit?
I drove the speed limit.
So did anybody here have anything like? Well, before let's hear how your Thanksgiving was, country.
Mom's all right.
Yeah, who
I
cares?
actually cooked Thanksgiving from the meal for my ladies' people. I fried a turkey, which isn't really hard. But I did something special to it. I injected it with my special chitty sauce.
Why does that sound so disgusting?
That does sound nasty.
It wasn't really hard, but I gave it some special chili sauce.
I injected
got
it
it.
with my chitty sauce.
Next time, put a
It
little
wasn't
sugar
hard, but I
AVP
gave
in.
it some chili sauce.
I cooked. I made I made a banana flavored cheesecake, and I made a
Oh, you
chocolate.
baked?
Yeah,
Wow, I didn't know that.
Ron, I could
He's a
burn.
country boy.
Ron, I could burn, bro.
I didn't know that. I would never thought that.
Yeah. So I made cheesecake. I made sweet potato pie, mac and cheese, greens. I made the greens all from.
Now, how you
Wait,
make
wait,
your
hold
mac
on.
and cheese? Now, I make the best mac and cheese here. We gotta have that. Nah, I think I got people beat.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Well,
pretty sure I probably make the best, but I don't
I
really
use-
You
I
make
u-
mac and cheese?
Yes,
I
do.
never seen you cook.
I tend to change up my cheeses, but I use the customary, cheddar, sharp. I actually put pepper jack in mine and a couple of others.
I do too.
Yeah. I prefer
I use
shredded.
at
I
least
prefer
about 7
shredded.
cheeses in my macaroni.
I prefer shredded, but I will buy a block of cheddar to kind of add that
And
extra
shredded?
fresh. Yeah, nope. I buy the actual block and add actual really thin slices. I cut it with a razor blade, and I add really thin slices in there. I boil my noodles. I pre-boil my noodles in canned milk.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Impressive.
Oh yeah. So I also I pre-boil them in evaporated canned milk, and what I do, of course, once I put it in the oven, I get it all put it, sort of souped up and stuff. I crack a few eggs, throw it in there, and put some cream in there. It give you that nice flavor. Now
Okay.
some people tend to put bacon and shit in there, but
Oh, no,
that's all right.
nobody do that.
I've had it.
I get
It
mad.
isn't bad.
Like, there's certain things
I don't
hate.
care for all
There's
that.
certain things I hate. You don't add extra to mac and cheese. You don't add extra to stuffing. Like I went to somewhere and they made we call it stuffing or dressing. And people would put
It depends.
put cranberries
If it's-
in it and
if it's
raisins.
if it's
and,
in the turkey,
nuts.
it's stuffing. If it's outside the turkey,
No,
it's
no.
dressing.
Let me ask this
Oh,
question. Let
okay.
me ask this
I
question.
never thought that.
Let me ask this quick question. Sorry, Jacob. Was it white people bringing mac and cheese to the office? Because they're notorious for adding raisins to shit.
They usually do that to their potato salad.
Yeah, like
But
come
I
on,
would
dog.
admit though, we had like a Thanksgiving potluck at my job, and I got completely sick because everybody was like, "You have to try this. You have to try this."
And you
I would
tried
never do-
everything, huh?
Because I'm such a nice guy, you know what I'm saying. And but it helped me lose a little bit of weight. So I was sick for a couple of days.
There you go.
So I appreciate it. Power to the people. Yo, PDO is in the building. How are you, sir?
I'm good, man. Peace to
Welcome,
the
welcome,
people.
welcome. Lay hands on. How was your Thanksgiving?
Great.
I know Mama threw down, didn't she?
Oh, she did.
She threw down.
Showed off, man.
Oh my God.
Like it was like 20 different things to eat, and it was all good. So,
Oh wow. Wow.
that was
So we all need to be on that diet plan right now, right? After this week, right?
well for sure. I mean, you could cheat on Thanksgiving, but yeah, you got to give up the pasta and all that.
But you know
Yeah.
what?
Pasta, the
pound
breads, the
What I
the
didn't do this
Biscuits,
year.
all that
desserts.
stuff.
What I
My
didn't
mama
do,
biscuits, not my mama biscuits.
Sweet
What I
potato
didn't do
pies.
this year, and I did it on purpose. I didn't take any leftovers. I didn't take it, so I have no Thanksgiving food in my house.
You feel healthy?
Well, yeah. I'm
No, he
starving,
ate it
though.
all.
Yeah.
I'm starving though. I get mad. People be like, "Oh, I got food."
Leftovers
this-
like
Oh, matter of fact, on the way, his
That
daughter
doesn't
called him.
make-
You ate my food.
She did.
This was
get
my
out my
thought,
house.
man. As good as the food was, I'm kind of tired of this. I have to be a Grinch, right? But I'm like every year at Thanksgiving we eat the same kind of food. Like
Yeah. Well, that's the purpose.
Like
Not necessarily.
Like next year we're gonna just do like a seafood crab boil and just
I mean,
none of
You,
the
you,
That's a
you,
good idea.
you can do what you
none of
want.
the traditional stuff.
You gotta
it's like
change it up,
Yeah,
man.
I had a friend of mine.
every Thanksgiving, the same thing.
I had a friend of mine, and this isn't what I called it at all. Just to let everyone out there know, I'm not racist. But he called it Thanksgiving, where they would just order Chinese food for Thanksgiving. And
Thanksgiving?
Yeah. The name is a little racist. I ain't saying
Thanksgiving
that.
is
I'm just
definitely
repeating
racist.
it.
Well, you know, a lot of people actually go to restaurants
what'd you
nowadays
say?
for Thanksgiving.
Which that's
Y'all order
born
Chinese
played
food
to
for
me too.
Christmas.
Like
Oh.
Yeah.
Mother's Day, and
Christmas.
you're always going to restaurants. Why do we do the same thing every? You know what I'm saying?
Because it's tradition.
It's tradition. Why
But
not?
why can't we change tradition?
I
That's
mean,
what you're
we
trying
can,
to say.
my thing is they're updated, different foods. I mean, it should be themes. You know,
I mean-
this Thanksgiving
I mean,
is gonna be.
in my family, we have, of course, our we have our customary stuff, which is like, we'll do a turkey. You don't always have to put it in the oven. You can actually smoke it. I did one year. I did a smoked
we had a
turkey. One
smoked
year I did a
turkey and
grilled
fried turkey
turkey.
this year.
Or fried.
Change that up. You don't
fried.
have to. I mean, obviously you got mac and cheese, but there's so many different ways to make mac and cheese. I've had it so many different ways.
Don't
you
mess
know.
with mac and cheese.
But I'm
So-
saying though, we still kind of eat the same food.
Right.
I mean, I feel
Well,
you.
well,
I
not
feel you
necessarily.
on
It
that.
depends.
I'm just saying, it's boring to
Well, I
me.
just think that you should
There's
look at the
nothing stopping you from
food,
switching it, though.
right? I
Huh?
think you should look at the food, though. It's about
Yeah.
the family coming, seeing people you ever
No,
seen.
I'm not tired of that part. Like us coming together, having a good time, talking, and
Right.
having a little arguments or whatever. That's cool.
Well, it all depends because you always change them. At my house, my
Do an
family,
Italian
we
thing.
do a traditional turkey, cranberry. We don't do mac and cheese,
Right.
but we'll do a pernil, which is roasted pork.
Ooh.
Roasted pork,
Amazing.
okay.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah.
We'll do rice and beans. Arroz con
Like,
habichuelas.
like I wouldn't be
We'll do
opposed
some flan
to
and some
doing
tamales, but that's because we have a different kind of
the
flavor to it. We
Thanksgiving.
add
You
to
know
it.
what I'm saying? Do
Just
the
like-
There's nothing
yeah.
stopping you from
Thanksgiving.
doing that.
Well, I know this year for Christmas, I plan to be in the sun somewhere, so that'll be something different.
I mean,
You plan to be, so that means you already have a destination because
Well,
Christmas is only 3 weeks away.
we all going to Florida. We supposed to go to Florida to visit.
Yeah, that-
Supposed to, in
That's something I think people should do too. I think
yeah, I think
like,
that's a
next
that's a
year.
good
I think
idea.
I'm gonna get my kids together. We're gonna go travel for Christmas.
That's a good idea.
Hang out
this
somewhere
year,
else, hot, warm. You know,
this year, me and the family,
Yeah.
we're all going to New Orleans
For what?
for our Christmas holidays. So
Oh, nice.
I'm going to New Orleans.
oh, that's what's up.
Oh yeah, man. Oh
Somebody
yeah.
gonna be getting toe up on what's that? A Bourbon
Bourbon
Street.
Street.
Bourbon Street, man. It's gonna be me on Bourbon Street
You
getting
on
it
Bourbon
in.
Street.
Bourbon.
So how is New Orleans?
New Orleans is
New Orleans.
probably, I'm gonna be honest, one of my favorite cities in America. It's one of the few places that you can go to and truly, truly be fucking free. And I've been to New Orleans so many times. I done been for even in the festivals. I done been to New Orleans for like Mardi Gras a couple of times.
I've been.
Have you been to Essence Festival?
Bruh. You haven't lived until you gone to the Essence Festival.
Okay, I've never been there.
You will go to
that's 2019 for me.
Bruh, make that a trip.
Yeah.
You
I
go to
wanna
the
go this
Essence
year, too.
Festival. You and I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. When I went when I was like 22.
That was last year. Don't tell us.
Last year, like 2 years ago.
What I'm saying is, I felt
Now, if you
I
look at
was
your hands.
age-wise, I was out of place. However, I still had an amazing time.
That's a good age to go.
Yeah.
Well, no, because
Not
it's an
really.
older
The
crowd.
average- it's an
crowd,
older.
yeah,
It's a
the-
mature
yeah.
crowd.
Well,
I'm
it's
gonna
35
say-
and
No,
up.
I'm gonna
Older
tell you. I'm
magazine.
gonna tell you when I went. When I went, I was in a marching band. I was 17 years old. so
You couldn't do
I
nothing,
could-
boy.
No, but I saw like the woman in the swing.
Nah, that's
throwing
nothing.
beads. It was hot to me. 17. We had a great time.
I mean, that's still there. I'm just saying, like Essence
you act
Festival
like
is
you was there
definitely.
for Porky's.
If you're gonna make Essence
back
Festival,
then, it was all about that.
you definitely want to be 35 and older
oh,
because
you
when
talking about Essence Fest? I thought
That's
you
what
meant
we're
talking
all that.
about.
Oh,
yeah,
my bad.
yeah. If you're gonna go to Essence
What were you
Festival,
talking about?
I was talking about Mardi Gras or just New Orleans in
man,
general.
that-
I'm sorry.
yeah.
Oh,
Pay
yeah.
attention.
Yeah, you don't want.
It's not about your story all the time.
Are you new or something? Sorry. Let me stop. Anyway, we're gonna go to a quick break. We're gonna, of course, have our drink of the day, and we're gonna have some hot topics. Give us a call 202-656-1BAR. Salute.
Salute.
Why don't you just chill out and listen?
Got things on your mind that worry you? Keep you awake?
No, I just don't sleep much.
You don't sleep?
I don't sleep. I don't sleep much. I don't sleep.
Boom bap rhythm for rap is baptism, and it might save souls if masses half listen. Phonics on the track, the brass is in the pocket when the jazz and the hip hop mash. You can't knock it, you can't stop it if you try to. If it died, don't sleep, revive it so it thrives through. And as long as we alive too, this is Michelin star in the kitchen, no drive through. Death flow chefing it, A1 prepping it. Tiff got a bottle on deck, most definite. Niggas can't question it, it's always raw. Like the sun gon' shine, we just always are. Like y'all can't see what we always saw. We was never up close, we was always far. Now we almost here, neither here nor there. And niggas fear no man, nor fear no fear. I got no fucks left to give. One dream, gun too big, can't tuck in my jeans. Everyday hustle, never touching a thing. And you wonder how I'm balancing weight with one beam. Ha. It's a mouse click. Southwitz. Don't ever doubt this. They ain't about shit.
They call me the agent of change. Since I came in the game, I really came from slinging them things. Made about $1.50 an hour, spending on Jordans. The rest of my bread was for reading up and recording. Hotel rooms, copping fifths on the weekend. My classmates in baby pools, I'm swimming in deep ends. When sharks seen the gunfire spark from the barrel, like the cherry on the blunt to get designer apparel where they ante up. Yap that fool, Killer Mike type, better run them jewels. Spitting bars in luxury cars, hot boxing with dope boys, put money on my rhymes. So hot, then a foot in the booth and a foot on the block. Then wisdom of the streets, don't sleep is now my option. Death on the left and tiff on my right, and phonics on the beats is one hell of a night, huh? Marathon, I'm tired, filled with diluted nutrients, I'm on the spot. I can't help it, it's the way my mind's wired. I wonder why everybody turns to liars. Social celebrity is not longevity. You can't be mad at the youth, what weaponry you gave them for combat. The content enslaves them. You looking for Jesus, but you can really save them. And that shit is called each one, teach one. I stay woke, that's why they call us don't sleep, son. My whole life dedicated to enlightenment. Knowledge itself is the weapon that I'm fighting with. Because tough talk don't do shit. A loud mouth is how killers know you bitch, huh? Like money don't make you rich. It's a distraction, in fact, it might make you slip. Yeah, dug up the loop, chop the sand. When I teach savages, get dismantled. You better not sleep. The realest motherfucker. Knowledge reigns supreme. We don't sleep. Don't even doze on this knowledge. Wisdom, understanding is my ammo. It ain't no shame in our game. We do our thing, son. Choose knowledge over ignorance. Choose life over death, yeah. I bless the mic for the gods, those who test eternal rest. Choose knowledge over ignorance. Choose life over death, yeah. I bless the mic for the gods, those who test eternal rest. Propaganda is what they throw. It ain't about privilege, it's about what you know. Black lives matter, hands up, don't shoot. What they saying when I take they loop, but keep marching. Anybody threaten mine will see darkness for eternity. That's why shit ain't concerning me. It's modernity with futuristic delivery. Open nostalgic beats, I write my own history. It's no mystery of so-called conspiracies. The middle fingers in your face, I see differently. Whatever the toilet, the shit still stinks to me. Whatever the race, the pussy still pink to me. I'm not a rapper, I'm an MC. My job is to move the crowd, as you can see. You identify with nations. My home is the earth, so I'm good anywhere on anybody's turf, huh? Dug up the loop, chop the sand. When I teach savages, get dismantled. You better not sleep. The realest motherfucker. Knowledge reigns supreme. We don't sleep. Don't even doze on knowledge. Wisdom, understanding is my ammo. It ain't no shame in our game. We do our thing, son. Choose knowledge over ignorance. Choose life over death. Yeah. I bless the mic for the gods, those who test eternal rest. Choose knowledge over ignorance. Choose life over death. Yeah. I bless the mic for the gods, those who test eternal rest.
You'll get some rest.
Please don't say that. I don't sleep. You know that. So you don't have to say, get some sleep.
Been thinking about that shit for like 6.5, 7 years. And I'm over that shit, man. Wrote them a time or two, a few that had me loving them. I took a day or two a week. I call it cuffing them. And nothing feed the ego more like people in your ear. And nothing settle people back like pride doing fear. Sunset on a pier. Appearing to affection and be laughing at my letters. That bitch, he with irrelevant. He revel about her caddies, then me relishing his presence. Assuming I'm the rest and I don't know what he be thinking. Be thinking that I'm stupid. My silence is a manuscript. I bet he courting chicks and be amused because I'm
Hey, that jank made me want to I'm doing it anyway. Welcome to WLVS Radio. You're tuning to the Open Bar.
Salute.
Salute. Yo, of course, my favorite part of the show is what?
Hot topic.
No, the drink of the day. Day. Where's my
What's
echo? You did that last week.
Let's
The
do it
drink
again.
of the day. That's hot. Yo, this drink is
Some
just
people
called,
need some life. You know.
This drink is just called Simple Thankful. It's made with grandma's homemade lemonade and a shot of vodka. A couple of shots of vodka. What do y'all think? It's just called
Pretty
Thankful.
good.
Oh, it is good. So it's made with your grandma. Get her. You know that lemonade grandma make at Thanksgiving.
That's that Thanksgiving punch, y'all.
That Thanksgiving.
That's
punch.
that punch that grandma didn't let you drink till
She
you
let
was
you drink.
at least till you was 15.
Oh,
you know?
when you were a baby, you got on your nerves. How you put the kids to sleep back in the day.
Go and drink some of that lemonade.
Give me a little,
That's
give
a
me
toddy. That's
give
a
me a little
toddy,
grandma, little hot toddy.
Hot toddy, yeah.
Little hot toddy. Yo, anyway, what do y'all think? Smooth, going down. It's a little strong.
It's not bad.
It's good.
Who are you, yo? Welcome, Emmanuel, to our studio audience. Thank you.
Okay.
There we go.
You
That's
got
what's
to
up.
pay for those.
Wait a minute,
shout-outs.
sweetie.
You got a sponsor for that.
Right.
Wait a minute, sweetie.
Hey.
So,
So anyway, salud. Put your drinks in the air. Our thankful. The drink is just called thankful.
Thankful.
Simply thankful.
Thank you. I'm
Yo,
with it.
Great drink. Yo, of course, Dave is rocking our shirts. You can order these shirts online at openbartuesdays@gmail.com. Part of the proceeds benefit local charities, people, when we find one.
Yes.
But order those shirts. Dave, you looking skinny these days.
Want
Come
some
on,
of yours,
bro.
man.
The lies you tell.
Yeah, I was lying. I was just trying to make you feel good.
Country
I need
rocking
to
a
ride
shirt
home.
with a fresh pair of
Oh,
clean
Country's
elbows.
is. Look at Country's shirt. It got
With
dog
a
hair on
with
it,
a
though.
fresh pair of clean elbows.
Oh, okay.
It's still
ashy,
dry,
though.
though. It's still
It's still
dry.
ashy.
Fresh
not
pair,
ash.
clean elbows.
You got clean ash.
Clean ash. He did that. Always wipe your ash. Oh my God. Yo, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel at WLVS Radio. There you can see all the other shows, not only that this wonderful show, but there's some other great shows that this station has to offer. Definitely check it out. Y'all ready for some what?
Hot topic.
Hot topic.
Hey. So I'm sure y'all didn't because you guys never do your homework. Sunday, the Soul Train Awards came on. Did anybody see that?
I did not.
I did not.
I did not.
I actually didn't watch it either.
Tisha Campbell.
Tisha Campbell and Tracina Arnold.
Oh, that was the bad hairdo.
Tisha Campbell looked like Jermaine Jackson. We showed that last
Even
week.
worse.
But
Worse than
she
Jermaine
looked terrible on that show.
Yeah, she looks terrible.
It was bad.
It was
Hold
a
on.
bad
Did she
look.
alter her face or
No,
just the way
it's
she
her
was
hair.
dressed?
It's her hair.
It's like her stylists need to be fired.
Jacob, can you pull up this picture again so we can all see that?
Tracina Arnold looked amazing.
Not Gina. Damn, Gina. That's the picture. You gonna see it.
Oh no!
Yeah, see, Tisha
oh,
Campbell,
no. Arnold,
she got to be careful
Campbell.
because
Because
you know,
they're
her face and her head is kind of like large.
Yeah,
So she have to be careful.
You seen it got stuck in the headboard, right?
Yeah.
It was all bad.
She got my baby got a big head.
But
Yes, why, Lord? Here we go.
but my thing is
She got to be careful.
my thing is I was looking forward to watch it because
I didn't see it. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Damn, Gina.
Are you
No,
serious?
that was last
Hey,
week. It was worse than the show.
You know, I gotta see.
Let me tell you something,
you know,
Joe.
I like
She
the
look
fact
good.
she got them dough knockers on. You know, that takes it back. Them dough knockers.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Them dough knockers.
She divorced her husband
One
like
time you got
a year
dope.
ago, 2
And she
years
went
ago.
crazy.
And you know what?
Not even. They still married. They're not divorced
No,
yet.
they divorced. She announced
Well, they
it on
split up at
Good
least.
Morning
They
America.
filed for the divorce.
No, she divorced. She's talked about it on Good Morning
Okay,
America.
right. So I'm saying that, see, women do go through like some very dramatic, emotional moments, and they'll do something dramatic like that because that's like an overreaction. Like she's free, and you've been with him 20 years. You know what I'm saying? And she overreacted.
She want to be liberated.
She shaved the side of her head.
And that's also what happens when old people try to do young stuff without some guidance from young people. Like,
Right.
if you want to be in step, you got to talk to them and let them
So,
get you dressed.
so she should have went to her children and asked her.
Y'all fix me up. Exactly.
But you know what? I think she's trying to like create this whole new style for herself, and it's just not.
And people
It's not working.
who are who are calm people try to get off edge. It doesn't work. Like, you're not an edgy person. You know what I'm saying? If you're an edgy person, You do
Well,
edge.
she had this one look
If that's
like
not you,
with the
you
big
can't do it,
hair.
you know?
I think it was trying to come. I don't know. Y'all got to see it shaved on the side. And she had like really big hair. It was. I could see where she was trying to go, but she just didn't yet. She didn't make it.
She's not that girl.
She didn't make it.
Just be who you are. If you know what I'm saying, if you're a nice girl, if you that home style girl who's bred, full, wholesome, just be that. That's who you are.
She looked like she was trying to bring Little Shop of Horrors back.
Why-
She was trying to be the
But
star.
why can't she do something different?
She can do something different.
What y'all got against somebody doing something
it's not.
different?
It has to look right when you do it.
I'm saying you got to be honest with who you are.
I mean, country been thinking about going straight bald. You know what I'm saying? What's y'all hate on me?
Go bald country.
Well,
what we saying
you're
is-
close to it already.
You got
country.
about 25 more haircuts to go.
I don't think that's your choice.
Great example, country. If you're country, so you probably not the guy to do GQ per se, unless they're doing
Hold on, man.
Hold on,
Oh,
unless
I got my own style,
unless
bro.
they doing country GQ, and that's what's up.
The hat.
No labels.
Anyway.
No
It's
labels.
country
But-
BBQ.
But anyway, back to the show. Pam looked pretty good.
She was decent.
Pam
B2B?
looked pretty good.
Hold
B2B
on.
looked pretty
Did
good.
she say she was decent?
She was good.
They both could have had a whole
Whole
better
new thing.
stylist. There's too many
Yeah.
stylists out there. They was looking like
Yeah,
Look.
and I've seen Tashina
One
Arnold
thing
look really
you gotta
good.
understand: they're not getting that Martin money no more.
they get
Yeah.
a check though.
No, she's paid. They still get the.
But like she's saying, it's a lot of young stylists who would do them style them for free just to get their name out
And
there.
see, then my another thing is they tried to do the whole Gina Pam thing, and it didn't work this time.
Oh, man.
It was
the
not
show?
like it wasn't really funny. Like in the beginning, they opened up. They did like the '90s dance. Gina was dressed like Biggie Smalls. Pam came out there like Little Kim. She got mad.
So
'cause
dumb.
It was just not. It just didn't work.
They could have did.
I
the
didn't
shit
even
they
watch
do
it,
on the
and I
show.
think-
That'd have been more cool.
But the thing about it, Erykah Badu was the original. Well, she's been hosting for the last 3 years,
Nobody
and she's been doing an amazing job. Why would they stop it? But I guess because she got an award today. She got an award this year. So
they needed to change it up, man. Nobody wants to see
Is she
Erykah
funny?
again.
Is Erykah Badu funny?
She
Not
was
really.
hilarious.
Not really.
I thought she was funny. and she was good.
You are so biased, dude. She's
Not really.
you, Ron. She has not been funny.
She was
not
good.
been funny,
She has
yo.
no.
No, when I say she was fun, she was good on that show. She was a great
was a great
host
host.
on
She
that
might have
show.
been a good host, but
That's
she
all
wasn't
that
funny.
matters.
She had some funny moments. She,
And I'm gonna say the whole Tashina Arnold and Gina thing. It's like they should leave the Martin thing because that was a beautiful era.
It was.
So leave it alone because Martin is not the same comedian anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he's
He
changed,
moved on.
right? So it's like leave that where it was.
And
Don't try
plus,
to go
Tommy
back.
dead now, so you don't want to talk about Martin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's sad. But other good things that happened in the show. There
Yeah.
was some.
No,
There was some.
I know he's dead, but
Don't even talk about it.
yeah, don't talk
Yeah,
about it.
we
Don't
talk
talk
about
about Martin
That's what I
because
said, because Tommy
So,
did. It
don't
won't
talk
make
about Martin
sense.
because
Tommy
Because
Ford.
Tommy
a
did.
fourth sub character died.
Rest in
Yeah.
peace, to Thomas Ford. Yeah.
Tommy Ford.
he finally
gone.
got a job.
Yo,
Oh no,
yo,
you going to
what?
hell. I'm not going for that.
She
But anyway, back to the show. There was some other great moments at the show.
That's why he can't show up for the show no more. So.
Jacquees. Anybody familiar with that?
Yeah.
Jacquees?
Jacquees.
He's basically an
I
underground
thought it was
artist.
Jacquees, but Jacquees.
No, he's a
I think
mainstay.
that QU.
I mean, no, he's
is
people know him.
K.
I'm just saying, but he
Yeah.
ain't. But he ain't putting out his own music. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I would say he had one of the
remix.
best performances of the night. He did a great job.
Whose song did he sing?
His song. He did his song.
He did his songs.
The 3 songs that he got.
He got one song out that's really.
No, it's 3. It's like
I
3
don't know
pretty
any.
big.
I've seen that he
Yeah,
has
he did
songs.
like one song. The rest of the songs are remakes of other people's songs. I mean,
Oh, for real?
And the sad thing
Yeah,
is
Jacquees
he
sing
did
everybody's
the
songs.
remix of that girl that sing "Feelings Always Up in My."
Queen Nine.
What's
Trip.
the girl that
No,
sing?
Ella Mai.
I'm just trip.
LMA.
His remake was hot, and she pulled that shit right out of
Ella
it.
Mai?
Yes, she.
Ella Mai, yeah.
Ella May.
That's her name.
Ella
Yes.
May.
ELLA.
And his remix was awesome.
It's better than her original.
It was way
That's what
better.
everybody,
She
that's what
pulled-
everybody
she
was
pulled-
saying.
She
And
got it pulled.
Hold
off.
on, don't do that. She did not pull this stuff off.
She did.
Ella
She
Mai-
was like, oh, no.
Her record label, they started getting the stuff pulled because
It was
they
gaining
were worried
popularity.
about him making money, monetizing it.
Well,
and
it was a great.
it wasn't coming
remix.
back to her, but she didn't have anything to do with it. Her record label. She don't even have the right to do stuff with her music. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh, okay.
it wasn't her
Well,
personally like she
Well,
not a diva. She ain't like
they
Mariah
did
and
that
them
because
right
they
now.
didn't pull T-Pain's remix part of it, so his was good. So I guess I didn't get it. Anyway, that was a great performance. Erykah Badu shut the house down. She did an awesome job. She was great. She performed.
Okay.
I'm still trying to understand her style, but it is what it is. It's Erykah Badu.
Can't understand it.
Faith Evans. Oh, such a snoozer. I'm sorry.
Really?
She can sing.
She can sing, but I just need her to.
People,
It
Ron
just
is only
sounds
saying that
old.
because
The
he
show
doesn't.
sounds old and
It was
boring.
very
You got
old. It was
Tisha
more-
Cameron
it
them
was
hosting it.
It was 90s. It was, but it was R&B.
Oh my God.
Because it was different when Erykah Badu. I don't know. She just brought this.
She brings the people out.
Did they have any number one artists on there?
Her was there.
Okay.
Who a number one artist? Give me somebody else. Come on. She's a C-list artist. Let's go. Any age.
They had number one artists from the 90s like Carl Thomas. And he
Oh my
performed.
goodness. So it was like no Kendrick Lamar's,
No, it was no rap.
top artists.
But Soul Train is about R&B. R&B. You wouldn't find much rap there.
You wouldn't find a lot of rap, but I'm saying no top artists.
Not really. I mean,
But
they even have Usher there.
Usher was not there.
Wow.
But like I said, they had Erykah Badu.
Please don't tell me MC Light was.
MC Light was speaking. She was doing the
she
back.
was DJs.
Oh my Lord.
She was doing the back.
was
She looked
the
good
DJ.
too. She's amazing.
She got
great.
married too. Shout out to MC Light. Yeah, she
Right.
got married like 2 years ago. And
She put away the lesbian rumors. So.
That doesn't mean she's.
Right. We didn't say she married a man. We said she got married.
She married a man.
That doesn't mean it's not a cover up.
This is true.
y'all are wrong.
Anyway, MC Light.
They trisexual, baby.
I saw this picture of the brat that was back in the 90s. That girl is hot. I did not know that.
She was hot.
She's still kind of hot, but I'm just saying.
She want to wrap her hair and put on an outfit. You'll be ready. She cute.
I smash
She
anyway.
prefers
though.
not to.
She prefers a little.
I don't like
Yeah,
that boy.
I don't think she would like me, but you know.
I don't like that boy look on her.
I think
hate-
she like dudes though too. I don't think she's a lesbian.
She likes dudes, man.
Yeah, I
she
think
likes
that's just
dudes.
Who's her sister?
Lisa Ray. Lisa Ray. And the thing is, when you when you look at them, you see it.
Yeah, when they together.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm like that. Yeah. See.
She the brown Lisa Ray.
She's a brat.
So
But
that's-
she's
bad.
actually the brat. I saw they were showing like 90s artists back, and the picture they put of her, hot. That woman was
Yeah,
gorgeous.
yeah.
What? But she's probably wearing baggy blue jeans and like a jean.
XXXL shirt.
Yeah, and like a big jean jacket.
No, she had like a bob haircut, and she had like a bra on and some big baggy pants. She was sexy. Her stomach was 6-pack. Anyway, the brat is still fine. But on the show, though, on the show, of course, this show made me really, really understand Stevie J and Faith Evans. First, I didn't believe it, but they look like they're really in love. He was really supportive.
Dog,
he's doing it for the cameras, man.
You think so?
It's acting.
He's a professional.
Yeah,
He's a professional.
They did for TV show.
Well, it worked for me. So anyway, Salud moment goes to the Soul Train Awards. Salud.
Tell me this, y'all.
Soul Train.
Would any of y'all book Faith Evans?
What
I
would.
I never
Like,
you know
what do you
honestly,
mean?
I mean, link
even-
with her. Would
even
you
back
make?
then,
Would
she
you-
was
Could
like-
she be
think
your
she's
girl?
sexy. I think she's sexy.
Could she be your girl?
Nah.
Not really, right?
Nah.
I'm be honest. I'm be honest.
I would
I'm be
smash
honest.
maybe.
I
You
would
know, on
smash-
late night, one late drunk night,
I
coming
was-
home from the club. She
I
was
was-
like, just showed up. I was like, come on, let's
She's
go.
kind of
I was smashed, but she would have to shut the fuck up for me. I'm sorry.
Why you say that? What's wrong?
I just can't. I just her.
Man, she
voice,
got them DSLs though.
Her voice just makes my
sucking
skin just crawl. Man.
I said,
Singing or
that's why I
talking?
said it's something awkward about
Singing
her.
or talking?
Talking, dude.
It's something
She
awkward
sings
about her, man.
beautifully, but when
Yeah.
she talks,
Even the
it's
way
like,
she does her
come
makeup,
on.
even today, like it's like
She's like a, but
She's gorgeous.
let somebody else do your makeup.
but she's coming down as an icon. Do y'all think?
No,
I think
no.
so. She's like
we're
the-
not throwing words like icon and legend around.
Well,
with
she's
Faith
the
Evans.
she's the
Ron.
mother of Bad Boys
She has a
Records.
beautiful voice, and not many can outsing her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, she can sing. She can
Period.
sing.
I agree.
No.
I agree.
I'm gonna tell you,
Better. She's a ghetto queen.
Kiki Wyatt can sing better.
Oh, Kiki
Hold on.
Wyatt.
That's
yeah.
what I was gonna
Same
say.
category.
She. It's not that she can't sing. She can sing,
I know.
but she ain't up there though.
Yes, she is.
No,
I think
she's
she's
not.
I think she's
Fantasia,
under. I think she's
Kiki
under.
Wyatt,
Fantasia's
and
Fantasia's hot.
Fantasia,
But
Kiki Wyatt.
Kiki Wyatt, and
Jennifer Hudson.
and no.
She sings just as well as all
Lions, Tigers, and Bears.
Be more fair.
Oh.
Like,
Jasmine
Jasmine
Sullivan.
Sullivan.
Kelly Price
So she-
is good
so,
too.
so Faith is not even nowhere in their stratosphere. Like
yes,
she's.
she is.
pass her. That's not fair because they're newer and they're younger. Compare her to
Nah, Kiki
Mary-
Wyatt is not that much younger.
Kiki Wyatt, no, but compare her to her era, like
Yeah.
Mary J.
She was the hot.
better than
When she was
She's
the top
way
singer.
better than Mary J.
And I love
Uh-huh.
her.
She's way better than Mary J.
No,
singing
wise,
J is the
don't
queen
say
of
way
R&B.
better than Mary J.
Way better than Mary J.
No, Mary J. Like
What?
they
No,
always say.
what do you mean by
They
way
always
better
say
than
that
Mary
Mary
J?
J. hit the wrong notes at the right time, and she does be on purpose.
I will say this about this, and I hate to say this about Mary J.
And that's how she. That's how.
I
she
like. Trust me, I like Mary J.
I love Mary J,
Love
but
Mary
Mary J's music is only good when she's hurting.
No,
messed up to
no, I
say
agree
that.
with that because this last
It's
album.
not, so now that she's gotten a divorce as a result of her husband being a
the
philandering
music will be
idiot,
off the chain.
you know the next album about to be off
No,
the
but
chain.
this last
Nah,
hold on, everybody. But this last album was not good, and it was. About
It was okay.
It was okay.
Okay, but it wasn't like I'm not gonna cry.
But Faith
I'm not,
Evans,
you know.
Faith Evans had one record. That
Music
first
has
record she
changed,
put
though.
out. That's
No.
Nah, she's had quite a few other ones.
I never knew
Her first
there
record.
was a
No, she's had quite a few of them that was good.
before. Come on,
it.
now.
What else besides that first record?
I can't name
Her
it
first
off the top of my head right now.
Share my world.
Yeah.
Her
Go
first
there.
album was so
My
good it got
Life,
released twice.
Oh, that's Mary J.
He's talking about Faith Evans.
We talking
Mary
about
J.
Mary J.
no, we're talking about.
Oh no, I'm
Faith.
not. No, I'm with Mary
I
Mary
can't name
J.
the album.
Faith
I said Faith only had that first record. That was it.
No, she had.
two.
You remember the
She
song?
had 2 or 3 albons.
Those albums did nothing.
They did on a low.
Well, you got.
That's why. That's why I'm not putting her in Mary J's
No, you gotta
class,
think.
man.
You gotta think something. A lot of times when artists they leave certain labels, they do not get the right promotion behind their albums
Yeah.
to make them
True, but
to-
but I'm saying, listen. Faith had those like 4 or 5 hits off that first record.
No, she had 3
She
albums
did,
that
she
did
did.
pretty well.
They didn't do pretty
She
well.
did 3
Ron.
albums that did pretty well.
Name a song off any of those albums.
Okay, the
Let me look
second
at 'em
album
and
was
see.
I Never Knew There Was a Love Like This
the first
Before.
record.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that was the second album.
first record.
The first album was what's that song?
Wait, hold on. Name an album.
I don't know the name of the album. I can tell you.
He
but I know
don't.
the
He
song.
don't know the album.
Faith
Don't know the
Evans-
song.
Faith Evans' first record. That's bottom line. Period. That's her. She had 5 hits off that one record, and that's it. She put nothing else out significant. You could not name it. For
And
your
her
life.
last
Save your
album
life.
did pretty
Had like
well too. 7 out. They did pretty well.
See?
She had The King and I in 2007. Keep the Faith.
That
in
was terrible.
1998,
Terrible.
Faithfully in 2001.
Terrible.
Y'all
The
horrible.
First Lady in 2005.
Horrible.
I thought her
Something
album was
About
not bad.
Faith in 2010. Faith in 1995. That's probably her first one.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it.
She
She
was
did
on
a
the
thing.
Waiting to Exhale soundtrack that did.
Oh, now that might be the only other thing outside of her first record is that
And
Whitney Excel
Houston,
song.
Whitney Houston
She
and
was on the Fighting Temptations soundtrack
yeah.
that did numbers. She was on the Fast and the Furious soundtrack.
she played his Fighting
See, you
Temptations.
never know it.
She
You
was the
also
mother
have to
that
take
died.
this. You also
used
have
to
to.
love me?
Anyway,
your
salute
girl-
moment go to Faith
Yeah.
Evans. Put your drinks in the air. Move it there. She did a great job.
Definitely
She
not
tried.
wife and Faith
She did.
Evans.
Moving in real quick before we move on with hot topics. Of course, Love and Hip Hop New York premiered on.
Oh,
Really? A new one? This,
Yeah.
of the same girl, Tiffany?
this is Love and Hip Hop.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Love and Hip Hop. I thought you were talking about I Love New York. I was
No,
like,
we doing Love and Hip Hop New York premiered, and of
I'm
course
like, I'm like, what?
you funny, but it brought back all the OGs back. It brought
They bring back Yandy.
Yandy is back, and yeah, she wasn't on this episode, but she's back. Kim Bella and
Did they bring Chrissy back?
no, Chrissy, they're not because her husband is in jail.
Who's her husband?
Jim Jones is not in
Jim
jail.
Jones is in jail.
No, he's not in jail.
I thought he did get locked up.
He
Recently.
got arrested,
Can
but
you
he
look
did
that
not
up?
go to jail.
But it was for some really big
Okay,
cause.
is Joe
He-
Budden?
he
is
got
Joe
a
Budden-
gun
But
charge.
anyway, I'll tell you
Georgia,
guys
but he's
before
not
we go
in
to break.
jail.
We gotta go to break real quick.
Is
But
Joe
before we
Budden back
go,
on it?
Joe
Yes,
Budden is back.
yes,
He
Joe
back
Budden.
with Sin. He got an impotent problem. That's his whole storyline.
Really?
And,
He's what?
He's
That's
impotent.
not the
No,
story.
actually, that's
And,
going to be the next
not
topic.
impotent.
That's
He
going to
is-
be the next
That's
topic.
what she
They
said.
just had a baby.
Yeah, and Sin said he ain't giving no sex since.
He
She's talking
focused on
about
his
that.
baby?
He focused on that in the podcast, and then they brought back several things. I don't know. This
Jewel
is gonna be no
Santana?
deal.
Let's go to break. We're going to come back and address that.
Anyway, and then I was also trying to say the other people. Anyway, give us a call at 202-656-1-BOB. We'll be right back.
The stars, dark as the sky. Things change, I don't wanna know why. I put my heart on my sleeve and my soul I believed. And for show you deceived, so for show I'ma leave. Bright as the stars, dark as the sky. Things change, I don't wanna know why. I put my heart on my sleeve and my soul I believed. And for show you deceived, so for show I'ma leave. And it's enough that I told him I refuse to be slaughtered for his feast of the lust. And his greed it'll cost him to lose what a lot of brothers kill in the street for. The PU is power, have him handing over billfolds, build slow. Act as if our minds are in tune. The fact of the matter, I was only loving you. He was so caught up in his life, I presume it was a catch-22. I had a situation, required a little time, a whole lot of patience. I'm thinking he's him, saw a whole lot of faces. I hold out and waited. I carried nickel plateds for the nights I was with him. I knew what I was facing. If you thought that I was faking, you're clearly mistaken. I was down for the cause like shells and Barack. My memory was faded from the barrels of Ciroc and the barrels of the Glock. Fade pearls of the shock. Bright as the stars, dark as the sky. Things change, I don't wanna know why. I put my heart on my sleeve and my soul I believed. And for show you deceived, so for show I'ma leave. Bright as the stars, dark as the sky. Things change, I don't wanna know why. I put my heart on my sleeve and my soul I believed. And for show you deceived, so for show I'ma leave. And it wasn't really that he won a game and I lost. He was careless, I cared less about what he thought. The fond memories fade away in the dark. And years pass by, not a day at the park. Not a rose for my heart, a dove for my soul. Not a moment of the truth, now the truth will unfold. I hold no malice, I'm cool to the core. Cause I know that she ain't me and that he chose piss poor. The gift gives more, he'll see it if he don't. He'll spend years trying to find me again and he won't. His pride and his mind are a beast to be tamed. A leash and a chain, need be obtained. Remain optimistic, depicted a picture. Painted so perfect with embossed scripture. The gift to your soul, a present for your past. Even though you gave me hell, I wish you heaven, that's class. Bright as the stars, dark as the sky. Things change, I don't wanna know why. I put my heart on my sleeve and my soul I believed. And for show you deceived, so for show I'ma leave. Bright as the stars, dark as the sky. Things change, I don't wanna know why. I put my heart on my sleeve and my soul I believed. And for show you deceived, so for show I'ma leave. Bright as the stars, dark as the sky. Things change, I don't wanna know why. I put bright as the stars, dark as the sky. Things change, I don't wanna know why. I put bright as the stars, dark as the sky. Things change, I don't wanna know why. I put bright as the stars, dark as the sky.
I'm worried about you. You don't sleep, you don't eat. I hear you get up at night. All aboard!
Yeah. Yo, what time the plane leaving? Alright, see you at the airport. Hey. I'm leaving. We'll go ahead and leave the call heard around the world from the wise of MCs. These cats is paying more than half a pound. My garment back and snatch it down. I got to skate, but we can probably when I'm back in town. Scenarios like this is tear jerkers for the modern MC. I ain't a blue collar worker, cause this thing called rhyming no different from coal mining. We both on assignment to unearth the diamond. When you start climbing and them eyes start shining, you be struggling and striving and they think you prime time and maintain and keep silent. Make no an observation. It's confrontation. This is the daily operation. My concentration. Stay focused on my recitation. About to reach my destination with no pause or hesitation. Baby, make the preparation, cause this ain't no recreation. This is pro ball. And we letting you know, y'all, at the show, y'all. Doing this for dough, y'all. Get the phone call. And I'm ready to blow, y'all. About to go, y'all. Been a pleasure to know, y'all. And I'm letting you know I'm leaving. But God willing, I'll be back home to drop these heavy ass bags up my backbone. Around the world with a catalog of rap songs. My baby girl is walking, been away for that long. But no, you haven't, well, at least it's how it seemed to me. My hometown is like a whole different scenery. The old timers on the stoop leaning leisurely. The new jacks up in the park smoking greenery. Easily taken for granted when you up in it, but it's sweet sinning. When you been down for a minute, move around city limits, break them down with the vintage, the innovative, classical b-boy image, collect the winners, cause that's the reason that we came here. This thing is not a game here, the fortune, not the fame here. From New York to the Cadillacs, Cali and the Cadillac, Chicago, know we innovate, infiltrate Virginia State, DC make me stimulate, Philly know we penetrate, Georgia make us generate, let's set a date to get the pace. They celebrate on my jams in foreign lands, even your mans in Japan know who I am. In our son, make everybody out in the pan say Ichiban, make God man, but where you get it from? Phenomenon, excuse me, that's a phone call, it's a show, y'all. Tryna get this dough, y'all. About to blow, y'all. Been a pleasure to know y'all. And I'm letting you know I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know if I'll be back again. Kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you know I'll never go. Even though you know I will, I'm a traveling man. Moving through places, space and time. I got a lot of things I got to do, but inshallah I'm coming back.
Yo, welcome back to WLVS Radio. You're tuned to the open bar.
Salute.
Salute. Of course, we're sitting here sipping on the Thankful. The Thankful's made with our choice of grandma-made homemade lemonade and a couple of shots of vodka.
Yes,
Definitely
sir.
smooth drink because we're thankful here.
This is the Diddy drink.
The who? The Diddy drink?
Diddy Ciroc and lemonade is
Yeah.
Diddy's drink.
But when you add grandma's lemonade, it's the Thankful. It's a good drink. Anyway, there was a couple of things happening in politics. You want to enhance us a little bit on Big Country?
We have a little upsetting
Right? Took a deep breath, like it's about to be bad.
In Mississippi.
In Mississippi.
Senator Sidney Hyde Smith. She just
She
won,
won.
narrowly.
It's Mississippi.
But it's Mississippi. What do you expect? The only place it's probably the only state that's still out here where you can
I
literally
ain't
say
the only state.
No,
It's surrounded by a couple other ones that feel the
Good
same
point,
way.
good point.
But what y'all
You got Georgia still feel the same way. You still
good
got
point.
Alabama still feel the same
But
way.
let's tell the
My
people
home
that
state.
this is the woman who said if it was a lynching, she would
would
take
sit
a front
front
row
row.
seat. Yeah.
Yeah, she literally.
Which is a wild statement. That's just
But you
wild.
got
Like, why do
also
you,
Mississippi.
how does that even come up? Like,
Well,
I'm
you
just
got
saying,
to
the people of Mississippi, you had one fucking job, and that was to vote that woman out.
Hold on. 40% of the state is African American. 40%, and but you also have to take this into consideration. How many of them actually can vote? That's one thing.
Yeah, how many are not convicted felons?
Yeah, exactly. One, how many
On
are not
parole.
convicted felons? Because Mississippi will send your black ass to jail.
for anything, right?
I'm not gonna sit here in front. Whenever I've gone to Mississippi, I've enjoyed myself to the fullest. Some of the best music I've ever experienced in my life. They have a blues festival down in Natchez under the hill, Natchez, Mississippi.
Never heard of it, but okay.
No. If you into like blues and old
with you.
school
I'm with you.
rock
Yeah.
and old school gospel, a lot of gospel, a lot of singers, a lot of people actually who were on the Chitlin circuit came through that town.
Well, shout out to Mississippi. My mother and my uncles were all born in Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Shout out to
I know-
K. Michelle from Mississippi.
But they had
No,
to-
she's from Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, same.
But they left there running for their life.
Huh?
Hey, I would remember riding through Memphis on the way back and going to Texas. You see police vehicles. They say this car was bought by drug money because that's what they confiscate a lot of people. Yeah, they love taking drug dealers' money and
But the thing
confiscating
is,
drugs.
it's like, it's not just the fact that she won. She won by
by a narrow margin.
54 to 45%. According to the polls that of course CNN is.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, which is in Mississippi is still pretty narrow, but let's be honest, that's not really.
Yeah, she won by 60 points.
Who did she beat?
She beat actually a guy named Epsy who was the second
Michael
African American running for the Senate seat. See, Mississippi has had two African Americans run for a Senate seat and actually come close to winning. I can't think of the other gentleman's name, but he was right out of Jackson. He came close to winning. So they have the numbers in terms of voting. It's just it's like a lot. It's like many of the states in the Deep South. They're not at that point where things are starting to shift over.
And you know what?
I'm saying?
Let me say this too, just for point of order and perspective, right? I think one of the things we always do is we look at the black community that doesn't get involved in politics or vote or doesn't know what the state of affairs are. We act like they're kind of ignorant and disengaged, right? But then we look at the other population and we talk about the white population as if they just haven't accepted and they haven't come around. I think they're just as disengaged and ignorant. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't think that they're just trying to be racist or you know what I'm saying, they're not just trying to be racist and act a certain way. I think a lot of it is that their communities, they're not into politics either, and they just go out and vote like we used to do. You just vote with a certain party.
That's exactly what happens. We see that all the time with in most of the red states, should I say, in the Deep South. We see that all the time where you have people just voting with the party, not.
No, exactly. That's why I feel like in places
it
like
is-
Mississippi, you have white people and their kids. They just vote with their group.
Yeah, and
It's
the
not.
thing
They're not
the
informed
thing
about a whole
this
bunch of
woman,
stuff.
She used to be a Democrat.
Oh, okay. We'll see.
Well,
She used to be a Democrat.
Well, actually,
And now
that's
she's
not
a-
that. Here's the thing for some of us. Here's the thing about that, Dave. I grew up in the Deep South, and a lot of people don't know this, but a lot of the modern day Republicans were once Democrats back in the day.
That's
it
true.
wasn't really until that huge shift in the '60s, basically, where the Democrats literally
was-
changed their philosophy overnight.
It was the New Deal, right?
Yeah, it was a New Deal. That was like the 30s.
The New Deal, right?
So I mean, not necessarily. Well, it
Not
was
that
partially
far
the New
back.
Deal Act, but
No,
the
it was
Voting
far
Rights
back.
Act of
I'm
'64,
saying
the Voting Rights Act of '64, really shifted a lot of Democrats in the South to shift to the Republican Party because they didn't like that. You know, the fact that a lot of the government was coming in and forcing them to integrate, which was needed. Let's be real. You know, but nonetheless, it's not surprising why she is a Republican. And two, in the South, I mean, if you're Republican, I'm only speaking from like, you know, I grew up in South Carolina. If you could say anything, do anything. Mark Sanford sat there, abandoned his wife while he was a governor of South Carolina. Abandoned his wife.
Right.
While he was serving,
Right.
went down to Argentina on taxpayer money, did
With his
everything
girlfriend.
with his girlfriend, with his Argentinian mistress.
Yeah.
Did he do his
Did
job though?
everything wrong. And these are the same motherfuckers that lost their mom when Clinton just got his damn dick sucked.
Yeah, no
But
doubt.
because he is Republican,
They let him back in, right?
Come on now.
Oh,
look
he
at
came
Trump.
back in a few
Trump is
years later
Republican.
as a
Look at everything
congressman.
doing.
He came back as a congressman. But again, my point is, I guess that I feel like sometimes when we're looking for a way to transform the mind of people who don't like black people or like the rights that we do, I think we don't really work hard enough to get the message out. Like, you got to get the message out because I think groups of white people in these rural areas, they vote out of an ignorance like we did for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So now we're super informed. We got to get the information out to those groups too.
Well, you got to understand, if you live out of this area pretty much, right,
you're going to be somewhat informed.
you're not going to be informed. You know,
If you live where? In the rural areas, you mean?
No, if you live outside of the D.C. metropolitan area, you're not as intrigued to politics as everywhere else in the world.
Well, nobody is, and I
not
think
that
and I
of
think
the
that
open bar.
white politicians they count on both the black and the white groups to be ignorant. They count on you not to know because they are constantly changing the laws.
Here's the point. Here's the thing. When you get to rural America, they don't vote for the issue in the urban environment like this area. We tend to pay attention to the actual subject matter. In those particular areas, they pay attention to the rallying points.
Yeah.
No,
You-
it ain't
true.
about a job.
True that.
No,
It's
but I'm
about
saying,
the rallying points.
You tell them what they need. You tell them what they need. That's what they're gonna believe.
I hate abortion. I hate abortion too. I dislike black. I dislike Obama because, well, I don't even believe he's from the United States. Well, you know what? I'll say it for you. He's a nigga.
Did you see when he?
That's how people.
Okay, no, I'm with you on
that's
that.
how people
I'm with
think.
you, and I'm feeling like
it was started on purpose, because it was first it was because the poor whites were actually sympathizing and actually related to the enslaved African Americans that were here earlier on, but then politicians realized that in order to really gain power, you have to separate and divide.
Yes.
So what happened was they demonized minorities and black people and made white people think that they can reach the levels that these politicians have,
which they can't.
Which
was what I was going to say.
Couldn't, but they depend on them not being able to, because then
They know they
won't
can't.
be as informed,
because it's out of ignorance.
But the purpose, the goal was achieved. They separated them from even sympathizing with anyone else other than white, because they thought that white
absolutely.
was the way
And
to
I'm
go.
saying that we need to take Donald Trump's strategy. You know, as Donald Trump was running, it might not have was very effective, but he was trying it. He was going around telling
won.
black
It was
people,
effective.
what have Democrats done for you all? They just keep lying to you. They keep telling you they're going to do this, but they're not
It
really
was
doing so
effective.
good.
You know what?
And he did
More effective than
that.
anything else.
We should be saying that, but I never hear
more
our
effective than
guys who are
anything
campaigning go around saying that to white people. Like we'll make a small mention of it, but we don't really talk to them and say, when are you gonna stop? They're using you. They're not for your good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And the thing is,
hold on, but Pastor, but on that point, Democrats are still they bank on the black vote so much that they really don't do as much as they should be doing or could be doing.
Yes.
They take the vote for granted.
Yes.
Both sides do it. Both sides do it. I agree.
They do, but when
I agree.
when Trump and the Republicans reach out a little bit, they only need to get like 2, 3, 5, 8%. Right now, Trump is polling at 8%
like
for
10%,
ability of
right?
blacks,
And
like
I'm
10. But that's all he needs.
I'm also say this, and just to give it just one example of that. I'm a supporter of the Second Amendment rights.
Amendment.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a drinking dog. It's a drinking.
Okay.
However,
dog.
when they push for a lot of anti-gun laws, which I understand some of them need to be put in place. You just got to call it what it is.
Anti-gun.
Mm-hmm.
When they start, enforcing those laws, they don't enforce them in the suburbs. They enforce them in the urban environment. How many of us have known people that, they legally go and buy a gun, but they don't know they're supposed to go do a couple of other things if they want to carry it or whatever, and then they get a trumped up bullshit gun charge for carrying.
They used to go into Walmart and getting their guns.
With the
but when they push for those type of laws, it doesn't hurt. It's like in the 90s. In the 90s, Clinton pushed for criminal reform, criminal justice reform. And what did that end up doing? That ended up hurting the black community.
Yeah, but country, the way you're talking about it now, I hear what you're saying. The way you're talking about it now sounds like it's kind of all undercurrent operating. No, I think that's more of just blatant racism because we've seen videos with white boys walking with shotguns out in the street. Open carry.
I agree.
And the police are called, and they don't say nothing to him. If a black guy was walking around with a gun,
I agree.
With his license and everything,
with his license and an open carry city.
I agree 100%.
This is blatant racism. You know what I'm saying?
I agree 100%. But what I'm saying is when you look at a lot of the urban environments where you have some of the stronger gun policies, and let's take it off of just gun policies. In the 90s, Clinton pushed for criminal justice reform. More black men went to jail under Clinton than any other era.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that was supposed to be our guy.
Yeah. No, I'm
that's
with you.
that's
why I was saying. This is why I was saying that it's not as
first black
covert. It's more overt than it's not really covert. It's overt. It's like
Now
obvious
it is.
racism. You know.
Vote the issues that matter to you.
As you said, they enforce it in the black community. They don't even enforce it in other communities.
Vote the issues that matter to you. Also, just research the issues that matter to you. A lot of people don't. When you go to a lot of people and ask them who you vote for, I'm voting this person. Why? Well, this person told me to.
Right. Well, we have to realize and understand. I think most of us up here in this area understand we still do live in a racist country.
Of course.
And we know that.
Vote libertarian.
We know that. Anyway, salute. You got anybody you want to salute with your report? You want to talk in the mic?
No, pretty much. That's it right there.
Awesome job, country. Welcome back, bro. We missed you.
Just cut him off.
You did a great job.
Just cut him off.
She won the election.
He did cut me off.
So she won the election.
I thought you said you were finished.
So she won the election. Now the Republicans picked up 3 seats in the Senate.
3
instead of 2 before.
Oh, yeah.
But they still lost about 40 in the House.
Mississippi, again, I say it again. You had
Mississippi,
one
goddamn
fucking job. One fucking job.
Y'all forget.
Anyway.
It's Mississippi.
Mississippi.
That zip don't slip.
MISSIPPI.
Like Dina Simone said, Mississippi,
it's M-I, crooked letter I.
You better go ahead and sing that. Anyway.
PPI.
Salute. Yo, we'll go to a quick break. We'll come right back with some crazy news about Todd Bridges. And then, of course, love, sex, and relationships.
Todd Bridges.
What? You supposed to talk about that in Hot Topic.
I know, but I forgot.
What you talking about, Ron?
No, we ain't going back.
DC all over the world we go. VA all over the world we go. The Cadillacs all over the world we go. London all over the world we go. Japan we go over the world we go. Paris we go over the world we go.
What's wrong?
I haven't slept in a year.
Yeah. It's crazy out here, man. Out for this blood money. You know what I'm saying? Niggas after my head, hating on me, hating on the position I play. You know what I'm saying? Police after me too. Look, it ain't nothing but a street saga, police drama, real life cops and robbers. It ain't nothing but a street saga, police drama, real life cops and robbers. It ain't nothing but a street saga, police drama, real life cops and robbers. It ain't nothing but a street saga, police drama, real life cops and robbers. Word is born, you couldn't even see the type of shit I'm on. Your light was gone like a skin popping heroin fiend. Before the dreams, booby trap schemes for cream. They be frontin' wanting nothing but a mansion or a limousine. I ain't impressed by the TV, I want reality. Like LeBron James, 7-figure salary. Fuck the blocks, dog niggas attract cops. Can't afford losses like throwing the rocks a chop. It's my profits, hustling, I can't stop it. It's like a disease. I fiend in my sleep for more G's. I roll with killers, stick up kids, mainly drug dealers, plotting on the big willers, on bad news gorillas. I analyze my plans from old headers who told Berettas to get cheddar, sip Don P, the ace and better. I'm learning from all the OG errors. Mistake number one is thinking niggas get money together. It ain't nothing but a street saga, police drama, real life cops and robbers. It ain't nothing but a street saga, police drama, real life cops and robbers. It ain't nothing but a street saga, police drama, real life cops and robbers. It ain't nothing but a street saga, police drama, real life cops and robbers. The golden rule, the golden rule, the golden rule, A1 drop a lot of jewels. The golden rule, the golden rule, the golden rule, A1 drop a lot of jewels.
I heard you were looking for me.
Very tired. I can't sleep.
Today's your lucky day. I happen to be a sleep specialist.
Welcome back to WLVS Radio. You're tuned
Salud.
into the open bar.
Salud.
Of course, we're sipping on a Thankful made with our choice of lemonade, and of course, a couple of shots of vodka for your taste. Definitely smooth. Yo, you know Todd Bridges is back in the news. Did y'all hear about that?
Nope.
Please
I
tell
did.
us what happened.
He did. He got knocked the fuck out.
No.
Really?
But he
Being
was
a good Samaritan.
He was trying to save somebody. He was trying to break up a fight.
So actually, what happened was his neighbor was trying to evict somebody.
Right.
Right. Because he had the court order eviction, and they were trying to evict him.
Supposed to take the sheriff
and
with you,
so,
bro. Okay.
so the lady who was evicting, her boyfriend knocked Todd Bridges out.
Knocked him
Hold on. The lady who was being evicted.
Yes.
Knocked him
Her and her
out.
boyfriend were being evicted. And so Todd Bridges comes over to help the neighbor.
Help
help the
neighbor
landlord.
The landlord who was handicapped. He was disabled.
And the boyfriend knocked him out.
No, from behind. He didn't straight knuckle him up and knock him out.
Okay, he snuck him from
Todd
the okay.
Bridges woke up 3 days later.
Why would you, Ron? Why would you paint that picture like that, man? Put that man underground like that.
He did do that.
He woke up 3 days
But you
later.
know what? But you know what? He's
He
the
was
only
knocked out.
surviving member of Different Strokes. You
Yeah.
know of the.
Oh, Miss Garrett just died too.
Everybody's
right?
gone.
Everybody's gone. Except
Oh,
for
Dana?
Dana. Yeah.
Even the stepmother died too from Designing Women. Remember her?
Hold up. We're talking different world. How did you transition?
No, the stepmother on Different Strokes. She was the stepmother. Y'all remember the episode?
It
with
was
the
just
little white
Mr. Drummond.
Yeah,
Mr.
but remember when he got
Drummond.
married? Mr. Drummond got married to the white lady and the little step.
No,
little
we didn't
step-
know about that.
Even his friends, little white boy and the little black boy, they both dead?
No, they still living. Donald still.
But they was like
We're talking about
the
the main cast.
Okay.
Because you got to think, Janet's still alive. She was
Janet's still alive, yeah.
Yeah, she was.
And the little stepbrother is still alive.
That was
I
a great
love
show,
this
by the
show.
way. That brings back some
I
good
love
memories,
that
man.
show.
You know, we was really like kids when that was on.
Well,
right?
some of
Like-
y'all may not
But
know
I tell you
about that.
that
Chitty.
show
She don't know
nah,
about different world.
That show
That was
Different Strokes.
The
That was
worst
born by my
episode on
time.
Different Strokes. Do y'all remember
No,
Different
no,
Strokes?
don't say it.
When the dude when Witch Collar got
Bicycle
kidnapped.
shop.
Yeah,
Nah.
the bicycle shop, the molestation. When
Yeah.
little Witch Collar got molested. But what about when Kimberly got kidnapped? Her and Arnold got kidnapped.
No, the best one was with what's the goldfish? With
We said
Abraham.
worse. We said worse, not best.
Relax.
Oh, okay.
So what was your best episode then?
One with Abraham. You know when he
Goldfish died.
I don't remember that.
I don't even remember. I don't even remember
don't
those.
remember
But I
that.
mean,
goldfish. He's a black goldfish.
okay. So best show for you between the Cosby Show, George Jefferson, and Different Strokes.
Cosby
No.
Show all the way.
Cosby Show.
Cosby Show all the
They're
way.
different eras, but you watch
Well,
all those
Cosby
shows.
different.
Though,
He's
right?
Watch
come on
all
right
of
there
them.
back. I think if you're gonna do that, I would say
best
best show.
Cosby Show?
I would say Different Strokes.
I would say Different Strokes.
I'm talking about if you're gonna put comparison. I would say Different Strokes, Facts of Life,
Better
Give
than
Me a
the
Break.
Jeffersons?
Those are all the same shows.
Better
And
than Jeffersons? I
No,
thought
I'm
Jefferson was
just
like the
talking-
best.
They're all in the same kind
What
of
about
genre.
Stand By Me? Remember that joint where he did
No,
Preacher
we don't
was the
remember.
That's a movie.
No, the preacher.
You
with
mean
George
Lean on Me?
Lean on Me.
Oh, Lean on Me.
No, the little show he had when he was the pastor of the
Oh
church.
no, you talk about.
You talking about Amen?
Amen.
Oh man,
That
yeah. Oh,
was-
Deacon
that
Fry was off the
was-
chain.
that
That
was-
episode when he got beat up by the lady and she ripped all his clothes off in the court. That was funny. I still watch and Thelma. I love Thelma.
Okay,
Shout out to
yeah,
Thelma.
no.
But those are some good shows.
No, mama, no.
Those are some
Oh,
great
you
shows,
talking
man.
about the Parkers? The Parkers. That was a good show. Monique when she wasn't crazy. poor
Definitely
thing.
didn't watch that.
Anyway,
Family
anyway,
Matters.
shout
Are you
out
trying to say Monique crazy?
as a
Shout
Jew-
out to Monique.
As a
you
Jew
hear that,
bee,
Monique?
She's a
Your-
fan,
your-
a friend of the
your
show.
fan, your number one fan is over here.
I
saying
am
you
a number
crazy.
one fan. I just wanted to shave her legs. But anyway, put your drink. My salute moment again. Go to Todd Bridges. You got knocked. So anyway,
Don't do
Thanks
that,
for
man.
helping, Todd Bridges.
Thanks for helping. He's such a great guy.
It's good to have friends.
Precious, I don't know about that, Precious.
PDO,
What's happening good?
the Love Guru, is in the building.
Oh man, I got something good for y'all.
And you know where I see you? The Lord told me to tell you this.
Okay,
You're
talk to
gonna-
me.
You're going to headline the Essence Awards
Huh?
one day.
All
I'm
right.
telling you.
All
You're gonna-
right.
You're going to headline one of the
Essence Awards.
conferences. I'm telling you.
That's prophecy.
You're going to do that.
I
You're
receive.
going to help these women. So what's on
You
your
gonna lay
mind?
some hands on them too?
Oh no, we're not gonna do that.
You mean the Essence? You mean the
Are you
Essence?
gonna
Festival?
come flying
The
in
Essence Festival,
like
yeah.
that other pastor?
Yeah, I definitely want to know. Can I get me a
What's
zip
up
cord?
with that? And
Can
then-
I get a zip line? Yeah.
That didn't make no sense. You don't do nothing like that when you.
Oh no. I mean, listen. This is 2018, so there's a lot of ways you can make a lot of points. You know what I'm saying? It's too many things to be acting like you're really descending from the sky for real. Off of a harness. It's like you went out of your way with very little impact.
I only saw a little bit of it.
It's like little, like big risk and big issue for little impact. You know what I'm saying? It was
But you
whack.
know what? One year,
I saw that video.
my
That
pastor,
was
he
hilarious.
he built this tree and he climbed the tree.
He built a tree.
In a
it's
year?
like a fake tree.
Well,
One year.
I did listen. I
And-
call listen. I, as a preacher, I've been preaching 20 years, right? I call it holy drama. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you put some things into it, you know, to make
But
it
was it
very.
Easter? Like, what was the Like, was it a?
That was. I think that had.
It was a regular
If that was
sermon.
recently, I think that might have been a tape that just emerged because it sounded like it was around Easter time. Like,
Now you talking about the Easter sermon again? My pastor one time, you saw it, Dave. He pinned himself on a cross the whole, and he pre-recorded his sermon for 2 hours, and he just stood there on that cross. Didn't he, Dave?
Isn't
For
that
like
blasphemous?
2
I don't
hours.
remember.
That's not blasphemous.
But so, what do you think about your boy Jamal Bryant moving?
Oh yeah, he left the people.
He left his church
Yeah, he
in
left his
Baltimore.
church. Yeah.
and moved to church in
I
Georgia.
actually think it's a good thing. You know, I
took
think
over.
I'm equally as shocked as everybody would be because we don't see that often. You know what I'm saying? But I think
you leave
I think-
your own church to go to.
I think-
Well, I mean, church that you
mean,
started, most people wouldn't do it, right?
LeBron did the same thing when he went.
he
to
didn't
Miami.
start Cleveland.
Yeah, no, I think that you don't see it, so I'm shocked as
He just
everybody
got
else
a
would
pay
be.
raise. Come on
but,
now, he moved
but,
up.
But no, I'm glad to see it because this is the thing, man. You know, everything has a beginning and a middle and an end. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it.
And so you can close chapters. You don't have to stay in no one place the rest of your life. As a matter of fact, I think that's ungodly.
Amen.
To stay in any to make any place the end, and it's not the end yet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's true.
It ain't the end.
So
Yeah, for sure.
Even your marriages.
Even your
He,
marriages.
he said term limits
I
just
said
should be on
expiration date on the marriage, and you know how I go.
It's term limits, 3 to 5 years,
term
whatever.
limits. So, Pastor, what's on your mind with love, sex, and relationships?
All right, let me set this up for y'all today. What we're gonna talk about tonight is the secret reason that men reject good girls.
Secret reason why men reject their girls.
Good girls.
Oh, good girls.
Because I like it. That's exactly right.
Hey.
Why? So you know that's what I want. I want to put this in the air. You know, why do guys have what they call a good girl? Like a guy will admit and say she's a good girl, but you still reject her. You won't wife her. You won't commit to her, or you won't say I'm gonna stay with her. You actually go looking for something else.
Women the same way.
Why is it that men reject good girls? Now, before we get into it, right? I want to start off with this. Have you, all of us? I think at some point in time, you created either a list or a semi list of what you want in a girl, right? So I want to go down the road real quick. Country, like, what was the top 1 or 2 things on your list if your mental list that you wanted your girl to have? Like, just 2 things, real quick.
Good feet.
Yeah, some good feet.
Some good fight.
It's not wrong.
No hammer time. And
Whatever
shoes.
it is. Just 2 things. Quick.
For me, funny as hell.
You want to be funny?
I like good funny. I like a woman who has a sense of humor.
Okay, funny. Okay, so come on, Tito.
No, that was the same thing. Funny and sense of humor. Same
No,
thing.
I mean, we want to just keep it moving. Just what was on your list?
But on my list, well, nothing was on my list, but what it turned out,
Even when
what it had to
was,
be was no.
Be real.
Beforehand, early early on. What was on the list?
I mean, early on, like
A mental list. Like, what did you want her to have? You wanted her to be what? Have her own money. You wanted her to be smart. You wanted her to be.
It's funny and smart.
Okay. All right. Ron, what? You had a list? Well,
Rich.
Fake. Rich or fake?
Rich can pull off a good weave. And,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I like some makeup. Right? That's what you like.
Fake, you know.
What was on your list?
Somebody is
nothing.
More
Keep it
loyal.
moving. Somebody
loyal
willing to keep.
and that, you know, that
That's a
look
lie.
good.
That look
That's
good,
a lot.
right?
Yeah.
Somebody who's willing to keep it moving.
Let you do what you want.
Yeah, I guess I could go.
I'm gonna do what I want regardless.
I can go with that. I mean, I think my list probably contained right. I want her to be cute, at least in my eyes, like really cute.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Face and
Rich and fake. You got it.
and when I was really young, I wanted her to be light skinned, but now as I got older, I want her to be dark skinned.
The words expressed. By
Yeah.
Pastor,
I
not
came
that
into
of
the light.
open bar.
Dark skin is the way,
he's
right?
being truthful.
The
When I was
words
young, it was light
expressed is not
skinned.
that of the open
But as
bar.
I got older, I knew the dark skin was the way. You know what I'm saying? I came into the light.
But the thing
Somebody
is,
tell you that darker the better, the sweeter the juice,
man,
right?
I think black women are the best.
That's true.
They the most
I'm
amazing.
not gonna lie. As long as she got breasts, I'm good.
That's what I'm saying.
Long
I
as
like
she got-
breasts. I'm a breast man.
As long as she's a
Nah,
woman,
no ass,
I'm
but she got
good.
some breasts.
Yeah, and I think
As long as she's a woman, I'm good.
and I think down
That's
the road,
what I'm saying. As long as she ain't got nothing dangling between her legs, she was born a woman.
As long as she a woman now, huh, Chitty?
No, she was born a
Okay,
woman.
all right. So so
Dwight Howard.
everybody has lists, and so the point I wanted to make out of that was that we have things that we're so called looking for, right? And even when we find women who we judge to be a really good girl, like there's nothing wrong with her, because sometimes the girl is like, why don't you choose me? Or what's wrong with me? Why are you over looking at her or paying that attention? What is it that doesn't let you settle with me? And the guy's like, I don't really have an answer. She's like, it's got to be something, right?
It's the boomerang theory.
So I'm wondering, what is it about
Is
that
that
makes
New
a
Edition
man
song?
have a girl, assess her, be around her, and know she's a good girl, know that she's a good girl, but still keep searching?
I can answer that too.
Any guess?
I'll let Chitty answer.
Any
then
guess?
I'll go.
Can I ask a question? What
Yes.
Oh, he
defines a
changed
good woman, though? First of all,
Well, okay, well, that's in the eye of the
Yeah,
beholder.
it might
Okay,
be different for you. It might be different for you.
Yeah,
We
yes, it's
sound-
personal.
We sound like
It's
we coming,
subjective.
we sound like we coming from a very general perspective, because a lot of girls out there who are so-called good girls. Yeah, what does that mean?
Well, I'm telling you that it's subjective. It's subjective,
it's
and I'm
you.
talking about for you. If you just think of a girl that you got to know her, you spent time with her, and you assessed her, and you was like, this is a good girl. Like it's nothing, but still you didn't feel that.
Well, I think the whole
that connect.
I think the whole situation is that a lot of times that people don't want somebody that nobody else don't want. And then like you got this, and I hate to say that, when you had this woman who's just like
It feels
the
that way
shit.
sometimes.
Yeah, it's this woman the shit, and everybody want her, but she wants you, or at least she's messing with you.
All right, so
and then you got the good girl.
That's rare.
My thing is
I'm
this,
just saying
right?
it's rare.
Wait, Pastor, are you equating this to like when when guys complain about girls go after bad boys instead of good guys? Is that the equivalent you're doing?
No, I'm talking about men.
Because what you're
I'm talking about men in general.
I'm thinking what you're saying is you have your homemakers and you have your club street girls.
Like,
That's-
or like you said, like
why
the-
do guys go for the street girls?
Like
and
the,
overlook
let's
the
look at
homemakers?
an example. And you can tell me this
yeah,
is an example.
I'm not putting it in
Well,
that
Pastor,
context.
what about your example? Let's say the movie Boomerang. Halle
It's too
Berry's
personal,
character, Halle Berry's character, and Robin Givens' character. Now, of course, he went with Halle Berry, who was the good girl, Anybody
In
here
the
remember
movie.
the Boomerang?
But
Yeah,
okay, so
movie.
no. So don't sensationalize this, right? Okay, that's that. I know where you're going, but we're not quite there.
But he left her for
Because you're assuming that Halle Berry was the good girl. I'm talking about men in general. You meet a girl, you date her, or you hang out with her, whatever it is, and you, in your judgment, you judge her to be a good girl, whatever that subjective definition is for you. In other words, you look at her and say, "There's nothing wrong with this girl," but yet you don't choose her. You still are in search mode.
Let me answer that.
Why do what is
do
the
we do
secret
that?
reason that we reject this girl, even though we judge her to be good,
Because you know what?
qualified,
A lot of times,
good enough?
A lot of times, we're not ready for her.
Right.
We're not ready for her to be in our lives in that state. Because she is too good. She's the perfect one for us, probably.
But we're not ready for her.
We're not ready for her because we're not there.
Do y'all agree
we're not
with that?
level of perfection.
Do y'all agree with
I
that?
agree with that to a certain
Yeah.
extent, but I think that the good girl that she's always going to be around, unfortunately. So
Hold on. Stop speaking about the good girl in a general pluralistic. In your mind, a girl that you say this is a good girl, like she could be everything I would need. I could rock with this. There's nothing wrong with her.
This is male greed and ego. That's all it is. It's just you want more.
But that's what I was saying.
Okay,
That's what I'm
so
saying.
they
that
said
woman
it's
is gonna-
because we're not really ready for her, and she's just like she's together, and we're not ready. You say it's because we're greedy and ego.
I will say this, that I am kind of piggybacking off of what they're saying about ego. I find that men tend to get too caught up in what we want, what we can have right now versus what we can build in the long run.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What's more about? It's like because any real relationship
Oh,
takes a sense of. Well, any real relationship, and I use that word very vaguely because you've been in a relationship with anybody. Like I have a relationship with y'all guys.
Right.
But it takes time to develop.
Nigga, you ain't got no relationship with me. You think I'm Dwight Howard?
Unpause. No. Country.
It takes time to develop.
Point well taken. And so Country's giving us another angle. Dave said it's because we're not ready for this good girl. Tito says because we're ego and greedy. Country said it's because we actually do a psychological trick. We trick ourselves out of it because we don't stay and really build it. And so, which is very thoughtful and makes a lot of sense. Logically, it makes sense, right?
She give me what I want right now.
Any other theories, ladies? Y'all have any theories? Why? Just a theory, because I'm gonna give the secret.
It was all what all they said today. It was everything that they said.
You think it's everything? You think it's a
for what
combination?
Ron
It's a
said.
buffet of those.
That's what I said.
Those different things, and that's interesting because I think that
she's always going to be.
So here's my thought about that. Right, I think that we psychologically go around in circles with those different thoughts and those lines of thinking. I think it makes sense to us, and to some degree, some of that is operating right. But I don't think that that's the real reason, because I find the ability for a man and woman to really connect and to find that happiness in a relationship eludes so many people on such a large level. It's got to be something that we're just missing, right? I feel like it's something we're really missing it because we know those things, so we can get turned on to those things.
What are y'all missing?
Dave said, I haven't got myself together, so I'm not there. Tito said you're greedy and you got your ego in the way. Country said you're tricking yourself out of when you got to build to it. And I'm saying it's something else that we're missing. Why I would be right there with a girl who I'm like, I could win with this girl.
I'm gonna say this,
and still keep searching for another girl. It's got to be something else.
Pastor, I'm gonna add a little more to that. My current situation. A few years ago, we dated off and on through the years. When we first met, I wasn't in a position. I'm just saying, I wasn't in a position where I wasn't ready to be in a relationship at that time.
Okay.
I had just gotten out of a situation, so mentally I wasn't ready. I won't say I wasn't ready. I was already,
That's what Dave said. It's a combination. You saying it's a combination of what Dave said and tricking yourself out. Okay.
I won't say tricking myself out. I just needed time I needed time. I needed time to adjust. I needed time to be single again. I've never been one of these people that just jumped in a relationship just to jump in a relationship. And I find a lot of dudes and females tend to do that too much.
Yeah,
as opposed to allowing yourself to grow and mature.
Okay,
and then moving on.
So let me push back and give you something in their defense. I'm saying I feel like a lot of people jump into these relationships because, again, what do you do when you find somebody who you judge to be really good, really qualified, able to win with, but you still can't settle yourself?
That's a commitment issue because then they're
choose
afraid to
it.
find something
I
better.
think we run to that excuse too. We say that you're afraid of commitment, right? So a lot of people walking around here feeling with this complex that I'm afraid of commitment and having kind of trying to admit that to themselves or make themselves accepted about themselves, right?
I agree.
But I don't think that it's just that.
What do you think it's more than?
What's the answer, Pastor?
All right.
What's the answer?
Because I actually think that it is exactly what they say it is. Like, unless there's a subconscious thing that no one knows about, man, I think guys pretty much know themselves. And even if it sounds crass and crazy, like I'm selfish, I ain't in a position to want a relationship, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Those are legitimate answers from real
Okay,
men.
so you
you
closely hit upon it, and I think that the reason why this answer eludes both men and women, because women are together trying to figure it out. Men are over here trying to in men's groups trying to say, man, what is it? We got to grow up. We got to mature. They're trying to figure out how to
where I want to be.
So both sides are really working hard trying to figure out what it is. And I think you got on it. You hit on it and saying that it is something that is subconscious. It's within us, and because we haven't identified it, we don't know that it's at work, right? And what I'm gonna tell you what the thing is, and that is that
we're not supposed to be one person.
no.
She's crying her heart to me. How can I
that
let
because we don't identify this, we don't know it, and that is that all men and women, we are all looking for something that we can believe will be beautiful. And see, so a girl could be perfect on your list, and you could look at her and say, there's no reason why I can't be with this girl. But if you in your heart don't believe that it could be beautiful or that it even feels beautiful to you, you can't make yourself
men don't identify with nothing beautiful that they want for
No.
themselves.
This is what I'm saying. This is my point. This is my point.
Lie. We do.
Hold on. But this is my point.
Don't exist.
My whole point is that we don't use that terminology and we don't look at it that way. We miss it. But it's operating in us.
See, you got as women, we gotta flip it. We gotta know that that's what y'all looking for, but still,
I just revealed it.
Y'all don't want to
I just revealed it.
Admit it to yourselves out loud.
No, hold on. Listen what I'm saying though. This is what I'm saying. The woman could be sitting there saying, "It feels beautiful to me," and the guy is saying, "I want it to feel beautiful," but unless he feels as if it feels that it feels beautiful, or that he believes it could really be beautiful, he cannot make himself commit to it. Right. And we look and then we do things like what Tito said. We start saying, you got commitment issues. Or we say, I'm not ready yet. Or we say, I want to have it now and I'm not willing to wait for it, be patient for it. I don't think it's always those things. Sometimes it is those things, right?
Yeah.
And some people it is those things. Mm-hmm. But large in part for the majority of men who are seeking relationship, we want connection too.
Yeah, but y'all don't see beauty in a relationship.
Listen.
We see the booty.
Listen.
Or the titties.
Now listen, I was going to say,
Titty.
we do get distracted by the sex. The sex can be blinding and the issues of life. If you got kids over here, you got a job, you're trying to earn money, men have to earn. All those things kind of get us caught up in everything. But at the core of it, I can meet a girl and guy. This is why girls and guys who are friends sometimes say, maybe we should date because we get along so good as friends, because you're looking for the best probability that this would work, right? But it doesn't matter how probable or how good you fit on the list. If it doesn't feel beautiful, or if you don't believe this could be beautiful,
it's a combination.
You can't make it work.
Is that chemistry?
Well, I would call it, it's part when and connection. It's like, so when we call it, when we use the word connection, I think what we're trying to say is this feels like it could be beautiful. And when a guy feels that way, and Tito, this is what I believe happened to you. This is what I believe happened to you.
Got about 5 minutes of that.
This is what I believe happened to Tito.
Happened to Tito?
Because I don't think Tito. I don't think.
Watch it.
And I'm not. This is no stab at you, Mom. She's a beautiful woman, strong and all that. But guess what? There's a lot of women that are beautiful and strong and educated and bold, just like she is. Everything she got is a lot of women like that. But Tito met her, talked to her, and guess what? Something in him said,
I'm going to put a ring on this
either
woman.
Feels beautiful or it feels like it could be beautiful. And once he felt that, you didn't have to make him.
I saw him when he felt like it could be beautiful.
He said
but
it's
I
not your
also
beauty.
knew
Hold on,
it's your
hold on.
booty.
that I
Hold
had
on.
to keep a little bit of edge to it, so keep him on his
Let-
toes and
let's-
let him know.
She
I'm
checked all the
that bitch.
boxes.
Like, don't get it confused.
No, but I'm saying though,
I'm still
but listen, but see,
Y'all
but
love that
okay,
shit.
okay, listen.
Y'all love it when y'all
I'm-
might get hurt.
No. I'm with that. I think that's all nice,
sexy.
but I'm saying there's still another
and scary.
thousands of women who would have done the same thing.
Nah.
And scary.
He said you ain't
At the end of the day,
No.
once he believed that it could be beautiful, that was the wrap. That was the home run.
So what? So my question to Tito is, how and what was that point where you realized this is where I want to be?
See, no. See, you changed the words, and see those words lead everybody kind of astray, right?
You trying
Where
to
I
be
wanna
Donnell Jones up here.
Yeah, where I want to be. Look, I'm telling you,
When
there
you
was a
realize to
moment
stick
when
with the good
Tito
girl.
believed. Watch this. When he believed, it didn't matter what no friend said or nobody else said. When he believed this could be beautiful, he was willing to take all of the risks that would come along with it and actually settle himself down and say, go on Front Street and say, "This my girl." Boom, boom, boom.
Let's
That's
ask
a man
Tito.
believing
Let's
it's
ask
beautiful
Tito.
or it could be beautiful.
So Tito, what's your answer?
Oh,
on
you
that?
turning your mic off? You want to hear this, huh?
The answer is when we first met, and got to know each other over the next few weeks and months, she fit those qualities that I wanted,
Right.
or that I think I wanted, and some that I needed, and some that she forces me to look at myself in a way that I probably wouldn't force myself to do, and that's someone that I need, and anyone could do that.
Challenge you to
But
be better.
to find someone who is willing to do that and put up with you when you fail.
Hold on. Now Tito.
That's when I realized when I knew she was the one, because I knew that she cared, and she knew she cared for me the same way I cared for her. 'Cause
Now, I want to hear what you're saying, but I want to pause you and say with what you just said,
and
what
the
you
dress
just
she was wearing too.
with with what you just said.
It was black and white.
Notice he said
just like a hamburger stole my heart.
everything that she was. Other women could have been that, but watch it. Hold on, listen. No. Listen.
Okay,
The reason why she's special is because she's the one that he believed. He's the one that she believed. He didn't believe until it was her. He probably met other strong women before. But when he believed, and that's what made her special and unique, because now she's his because he believed. And whatever that moment was, whatever combination of things was, everything he could name about her that's
It was
good
the ratchet
or right.
moment. It's when I taught him to inhale out his nose, and he didn't have to hold it in his
Yeah,
mouth. And
that was it too.
No. See, exactly.
No, Pastor, it was part that, and also part that she like in a way you're right. A number of people had the same qualities that she had.
Yeah,
but none of them had them one.
Okay, I'm with you.
The specific package I was looking for, she specifically had.
Okay, so people, listen to what I'm saying. What he's doing right now is he's describing it in what I would call layman's terms. So this is how most people describe what I'm trying to say, but they don't know how to say it the way I'm saying it. And the way I'm saying it is trying to help people understand what's happening in your subconscious, in your spirit, in your emotional being. It's happening inside of you, and we call it things like it was connection, it was chemistry, or we say she had the package, she had the key. Listen, at the end of the day, if you didn't believe, it don't matter whether she had $1 million. She could be 10 times better than she is. And some women have gone to work on themselves to make themselves better for the man, trying to prove to him that they were more. And it doesn't matter how much work they do. If he don't believe that it could be beautiful, it's not going to happen.
So are you saying?
So it had nothing to do with me. I couldn't.
Right.
It was.
So are you
nothing
saying?
On a certain level, but you still had to be you, though. But you are still authentically you, though.
So, Pastor, that whole ideology that everybody always say that the woman usually picks the guy she knows you want. Now you're saying that's thrown off the table.
I think
that's not right.
I think that all of that's a part of it. She still has to desire it too.
Yeah.
Right.
She
Because
has
it could be
desire
it could work in
initially.
look, it could work in reverse. He could want her and he could be believing. Like sometimes I think women make it to that believing space way faster than men do, right? And men, we don't make it there because sometimes we go right past it because we don't know it. It's like driving past a street and you didn't know that's the street I'm looking for because I've never been in this area before.
Well,
right?
you know
You're
what?
driving right past the destination.
I don't know about that. I would argue that a lot of men, at least how I grew up, you meet a lot of older brothers, a lot of older men in your life that tell you, bro, take your time when it comes to getting married.
Right.
Whereas women, You know, oh, find the one, blah blah blah. It's a different.
Watch How I Fix 'Em.
We're brought up differently.
Watch How I Fix 'Em.
Yeah, women are brought up. You know, go pursue, find you a husband. Men are brought up thinking, oh man, you know, go out there, have fun, do what you need to do.
Now, what country is
now
describing?
women are being told that.
But no, what country is describing? I'm gonna call that's a mere man's perspective, right? It's a mere man. He's a mere man. Because now I'm about to snatch you up into the supernatural. I'm gonna pull you out of the mere man into the supernatural. Country. The relationship you in right now, all of us here watch that relationship change you. You know why? Because somewhere along the line, man, you believe different about this girl.
I was always boring. I stayed inside most of the time.
No.
I didn't go out.
No.
He's still ashy.
Still ashy. So what are you talking about?
He changed up.
That's a lie, bro.
That's a lie.
Give him the lotion.
Country
Give him the lotion
was the party animal. He always down for hookah and drinks. Now he going in. He going in the house.
I live way out.
I ain't gotta go home.
That's that belief,
hell out of
baby.
here.
That's that belief.
He be like, I tell my people I'll be home and like,
Right.
He started believing, and it could work in reverse. A man could reach the believing point, and the girl could be like trying to find it. She's like, I like this dude. Women have felt like that. But like, this guy got everything. Why can't I just
groomed my daughter to be just like that?
I wish I would have got.
I don't care how much you like him. No boyfriends, no commitments, no relationships. But
mama,
no.
he sings
Have
to me.
fun, so let him sing to you, and
He's
another
a
one to sing to you on
rapper.
Wednesday. Men are like buses.
He
We'll
gets
be
you.
back in 15, 20 minutes.
No, that's what I'm saying. So, but you'll see guys who have everything, but at the end of the day, if you don't believe that it could be beautiful, why would you give him everything? You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Unless you like now, Jacob, our intern. Jacob, can I put you on Front Street, Jacob?
Intern.
The reason why I'm putting Jacob on Front Street is because Jacob is a young man who actually is in a committed relationship with his girl. We're not going to get into whether he's faithful or cheating or anything like that. We're going to assume that he's not. We're going to assume that because what he's communicated to us is that he's pretty happy in his relationship. And what is it, how do you feel about my theory of what I'm saying about you believe either you felt like it could be beautiful or it feels beautiful to you? Is that the thing that made you feel comfortable committing and moving in with this girl and living with her that close together?
I just need somebody to pay the bills.
I had no idea what would happen
when you did it.
I didn't see my life going in any other particular direction.
Okay.
And I didn't feel my career was prospering where I was, so I was
so she was in
I'll
gravy
move
train.
to DC.
Okay.
And I'll move in with her because what else am I doing?
Yeah, I love that.
Okay.
And
that's honest.
now
Be kept.
it's
I
become
got you, brother. Be
very
kept.
beautiful.
It's become very
And
beautiful now, though.
I always did see myself with her because she seemed easy to be around.
She's
and
hot,
easy
too.
to. Yeah, she's hot, and she's. Yeah, no, I just.
But it became,
I saw
became beautiful, right?
Men are simple.
Oh yeah.
See, and so this is kind of.
It was beautiful before, but then it's only gained beauty.
It grows.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all hear what I'm saying to you?
Wow.
When we talk about being in love, and you talk about falling in love, you talk about finding the right person, finding your soulmate, all that stuff. You got to either feel like it is beautiful or believe that it could be beautiful for it to work. Other than
there is no part of men.
Everybody got to do it at the same
See,
time.
Pastor, I'll say this. Wait, hold on. I say I feel like it can't get more beautiful.
You feel like what?
It couldn't get better.
Yeah.
No, Jacob just said it gets more beautiful. It does.
No. Yeah, but
No,
I
that's
feel
what
like, I
you
feel
were
like
saying.
at that point,
You mean with your situation?
nobody else could get.
Country call it.
Nobody else that I can get with.
So you saying
Be better.
Hey, so you hear what Tito's saying? Let me interpret. He believes in the beauty of that relationship so much so he only have a belief that it could be beautiful like this with anybody else or
faith.
another time.
I mean, how
there's belief there, right?
How much beautiful can it be when you
must have seen the space?
But look, how much beautiful can it be when you can take the condom off? Oh my God, the best. Right? Raw sex, the best. No, I'm just kidding. Yo, PDO, thank you so much, man. You just like the love.
I gave y'all a big. That was a big nugget
That was a
tonight.
big. You did that. You did that.
Thanks for giving us that one.
Yo,
thanks for giving giving us
Thank
that
you.
one.
We come right back.
Put
We're
something
gonna
on our minds, Pastor.
Pastor. When we come
Something
back,
on my mind.
Oh, all right, okay, all right.
when we come back, I wanted to know if you can break down the different sexuals. Like I just learned a new word, demisexual. You ever heard of that before?
Demisexual.
I never heard that. Do you know about that? Can you break that down?
I've heard of demisexual.
We'll talk about that. Give us a call at 20. Then there's another one, sinsexual.
CIS?
Yeah, we'll talk about
they're
that.
They're making so many different things.
So give us a call at 202-656-1BAR. Salute.
Call yourself
through all possibilities. Attempts of recreating my stylings and futility. These kids are keeping real with me, but never disrespected. Or I'm showing all these freshmen how I'm lethal with the mic checking. And some people might step in. My style is so esoteric that they compare my verses to life lessons in a tight session. Freestyle first and right second. That's my game. Time ain't changed my mind frame. Still hungry like the kid hasn't eaten in 9 days. So you better bring your skills when you stepping on my stage to come stage with me. Count money and stacks with me. Laugh with me, cause the weed we blowing is mad sticky. Phonics lay it down as I'm committing verbal murder on these mainstream acts from a kid that you never heard of. But at least I serve a purpose. Scratching beneath the surface. I speak at the sermon. Pray to rock him when I'm in church. So man, listen. Prepare for the rap killer.
Keep you locked in, strong, dead calm.
Uncomfortable positions, what I'm after. The illest. I never tire. Quit talking, it's over. Ridiculous heat, the type of shit that make you flip in your seat and change schemes without skipping a beat. I'm a rebel like James Dean in a cinema feat. Up in the paper, see my face like I was missing for weeks. You talking shit, you probably losing your teeth, cause I throw jabs like Money May. Fuck up your eyes like a sunny day. Funny you run away when the heat is on. Quick to put your sneakers on. I'm up all night like I'm trying to see the dawn. Claim my enemies like a game of chess, but I can never be a pawn. I'm Bobby Fischer and I'm keeping calm. I'm keeping calm, faceted, waiting for kids harassing. When I smack them, it feels good like your boy was a sadomasochist. Rhyming so long, you can't even keep track of this. Leave my weed zipped up like an Eskimo jacket is. So man, listen. Prepare for the rap killer.
Keep you locked in, strong, dead calm.
Uncomfortable positions, what I'm after. The illest. I never tire. Quit talking, it's over. Quit talking, it's over. Quit talking, it's over.
I'm worried about you.
Why?
You're so different than you used to be. You don't sleep. I listened last night. You walked back and forth here hour after hour. You even locked me out of the laboratory.
I spit feelings that saw over brick buildings. I know the feeling of the whole world against me.
Sometimes I sit back with a Buddha sack, minds in another world, thinking how can we exist through
I
the
ain't made
facts.
for time of age. I know the feeling of the whole world against me.
Sometimes I sit back with a Buddha sack.
Crack the feeling, so profound the talent that
It ain't nothing like summertime in my city. At night it's pretty amazing. During the day the sun is blazing. I know plenty people trying to make it. Some just to see another day of the strive to get about that basement. Gotta elevate by any means to fulfill your dreams. This pyramid scheme got levels, you gotta get that cream. I just gotta make sure my mama, sister, and papa posted living proper with a little left over for the basic shit I need. I swear I'm good, y'all. I get $1 million, it's going back to my hood, y'all. We all eat, that's how it should go. Instead of blowing money fast, I got some niggas who who gave me game as a youth. A couple of niggas I owe. Just trying to build something bigger for my brothers and my sisters. My business to build a business with all the proper intentions to get richer. In a sense, to better our senses and open our mind. To use it as a gift, I'm trying to open minds, and they say I'm just a dreamer. Technically speaking, I'm stuck in between the business. It seems whether awake or sleeping, can't tell the difference. Just smoke the L, I'm about to roll a twin, can't smell the difference. Only 22, but you can tell the distance through my imprints. I've been running, trying to break buildings.
Sometimes I sit back with a Buddha sack.
I subdued the microphone and left it in submission. Feelings just saw over brick buildings. I know the feeling of the whole world against me.
Sometimes I sit back with a Buddha sack, minds in another world. thinking how can we exist?
Told my little homie he gon' make it as I question myself. Stuck in the same position, I'm depressing myself. I tell him do a little better, you gon' get your shit together. In reality, I need to learn that lesson myself. I pray I make it with this rap shit. In the position I'm living, what I imagine. See, that's what happened when you dream more often than you sleep and start to think about all the ways you're gonna change the game. Rapping in front of the sink, I looked up in the mirror. The end of the year is near and every day seem like it's ending quicker. No time to second guess, these seconds passing, people passing away and getting sick of shit. One of my co-workers ain't wake up today. She worked her whole life to eat and keep the motherfucking lights on. Irony, she worked for the people that cut them off. Ain't no room to dream cause the system will cut them off. With this new cost of living shit, it shouldn't be no cost of living. This wonderful world, man, but that's just my thoughts. These slaves getting paid, nigga, we lost.
I spit feelings, it's all over brick buildings. I know the feeling of the whole world against me.
Yo, welcome back to WLVS
Salute.
Radio. You're tuned into the open bar.
Salute.
Salute. Yo, this weekend, there was like several different things that came to my attention. Like somebody mentioned the word demisexual. Now I know there's several sexual. There's heterosexual.
Yeah.
There's homosexual.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
There's bisexual.
Yep.
There's pansexual.
Yep.
Which I don't know what pansexual is.
Pansexual means that you don't pick between male, female. It's like whatever you attracted to, you can have sex
Oh, that's
with.
what the girl, the singer is.
Just call it what it is.
Pansexual is whatever.
Trisexual.
Janelle Monáe, she says she's pansexual.
That means she can fall in love with a man or a woman. It doesn't, if she fall in love with
So then there's asexual. Asexual is what?
asexual means that you have no attraction to any sex.
You're
with
only
anybody.
attracted.
So you don't
to
have
the,
sex.
You're only
trying to have
attracted
sex.
to the person in the mirror.
Oh.
Well, no. It just is no. Asexual is that I have no attraction, no sexual attraction.
So okay, like I said, of course there's queer. And then
That's homosexual.
Homosexual. That's the same thing.
Same sexual.
Okay. The queer is different than
Queer
homosexual.
is queer is different than homosexual.
Define queer.
What is
queer?
You got it in front of you.
I know.
That's pansexual. I get that.
And see,
so
okay, right. Well, hold
and
on.
see,
Okay,
that's
so
my
okay,
that's
so
my, that's
so
my
so
prob-
hold
that's
on,
my problem.
hold on. No, I'm all for him giving me the senses and the tones and the levels of it and everything. But queer still means same sex. Gay. I mean, no. No, he says a derogatory term for gay. If you're gonna make it whether it's derogatory or positive term.
So I only say that it's derogatory for gay people just because they, the queer people have now taken that word back and made it not mean that among the community.
So you're saying queer has nothing to do with your sexual preference at all.
It's very like
you can't have it both ways. You got to make up your mind. You got to go left or right. I mean, what we gonna do?
A queer person can be someone who doesn't identify as a gender in particular.
Okay, there's a name for that.
Someone who doesn't identify with a sexuality.
It's a blanket term.
It's a blanket
genderqueer.
kind of like.
So queer is not homosexual.
Yeah, it's like someone doesn't go by he or she. They are genderqueer.
Oh, you said they go back and forth, like they go to woman or man.
Yeah, like.
Oh. Yeah. So it's bisexual then?
No.
It could be all. It could be all the.
So
you like both man and woman.
I'm with you. You don't know. You don't know what you like. You kind of are. Okay, I'm fine with that.
No, wait, see,
and that's great. So for accuracy's sake, we'll do that. Okay, so we're not queer, not homosexual.
You're confusing attraction with what you feel you are. So there's.
No, I'm not confusing it. I'm with it.
That's what it is. So what you believe you are as a gender, it could be one or the other, or none, or neither, or both. And
queer,
you're attracted
right?
to, because you can be attracted to as a
right,
attracted man, woman, or both.
Right. Homosexual is same-sex attraction. I'm with you.
There's a distinction between sexuality and gender.
I'm with you. No, I'm with you.
Oh, okay.
I'm with you.
So I was.
No. I'm saying just for accuracy. For accuracy, I'm with that. But just for
it's totally.
But coming out of the generation I
saying.
grew up in.
Yeah.
Queer was not quite diced quite like that.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
But that
it was like we knew when we said queer, we didn't mean you trying to figure anything out. We definitely talking about someone who was.
That's my problem. With it's like I'm not against anybody. Do what you want to do. Do what you.
Uh-oh, that's a
please
setup
you.
phrase right there, right?
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm just keeping it real.
I'm about to
but
hate
it's
like
like
shit.
you have we have multiple phrases describing the same damn thing.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Like,
No,
geez,
there's
just
slight
come on.
distinction.
But
Just like
I
this-
bring
I'm
this
with you.
segment up to say this weekend, someone
I'm mixed.
mentioned
I'm
to
here.
me,
I'm plusexual or something.
you're a whore.
Trans.
You're
Like the
a
word
renowned
trans.
unwhore. But anyway, I bring this up because somebody brought this statement up demisexual to me this weekend.
Demisexual, yes.
Now, when they explained it, and they even explained to me, and I still don't understand it. They said that it means that you only have sex with people that you are romantically or emotionally involved with.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
So
You have sex with-
there's a girl I know.
Ooh,
And she's
wow.
gay.
Tell us more.
Okay.
And emotionally, she's only connected
Is she single?
involved, with women. She likes to talk about the emotional things. She likes to lay up with women. She likes to be cute and coy with women. But when she's ready to have sex,
She had sex with a man.
she likes dudes. To bang her out, don't talk to me. I don't like you. I don't
No,
want you.
that's not
whatever.
Demi.
That's not Demi?
Demi is a Demi person. Is a
Let's get
person who does not experience sexual attraction unless they form an emotional connection.
Right.
It's more commonly seen and by no means confined to romantic relationships. The term demisexual comes from orientation being halfway between sexual and asexual.
That's what.
And I think
See
that's
what
I
I'm
think-
saying?
No.
See what I'm saying?
What you're saying is she'll bang dudes for fun, but Demis don't. They
Yo,
bang
Demi,
dudes that
they don't have.
they're
They only have
involved with.
sex. They only have sex with people that
they're
they're
connected.
connected
They're
with.
emotionally connected to.
Yeah,
so like
that's
the
the
girls
part
that
of
she lay
relationships.
with, that's the only people she would have
Have
sex with.
sex with.
I mean,
Correct.
anybody.
Your girl
By
is
that
just,
definition.
Are you saying
your girl
that
is
the
just a
term-
hoe, baby. I'm sorry.
I got plenty of them on my
She's just
friend's
a hoe.
roster. Sorry.
Yeah, no. So
That's what I'm trying to
I
figure
think
out.
that's the fundamental definition of the demi is that they will only really engage in sexual activity with a person that they have emotional connection
And it
with.
doesn't matter
And
what
that's
gender it
usually a
is.
woman.
Doesn't matter what
And-
gender
and
it is.
matter what
right.
gender it
And
is.
they
You
don't
have
do
an
casual
emotional
sex.
connection to a man.
And they don't
They
do
don't
casual
have
sex.
sex.
Right.
all
That's
trash.
something different.
Right. They don't really do
You
casual sex.
can't. You can't.
They don't
She
do
said
casual.
you can't
No, right.
have emotional connection to a man.
You can't. What?
But not when y'all just having sex.
Why not?
Yeah.
But yeah, but they don't do that though.
It happens all the time.
No, but if you're a
It happens
demi,
all the time.
if you're a demi, it don't matter. It could be
You only have
anybody.
sex
You
with
only have
emotional
sex,
connections.
from my understanding.
No,
now.
we're not talking about.
And
just
it
that.
has to be an
No,
emotional.
but I'm just saying that.
Emotional foundation got to be
That
laid first,
emotional part.
and that means that person probably, like I said, they don't have casual sex. They really want to connect. They know you, and they know stuff about you, and they care about you,
Yeah.
and they think you care about them to some degree. There's an emotional connection
like
there,
DJ and Jocelyn.
and they'll have sex exactly.
No, well, she sleep with other women and stuff.
Right, but she has an emotional.
But you know what?
connection
Again,
to
I
the
think this.
But
is
then
still,
she doesn't like
it's
anybody
It's still
else.
an extra slice
Like
off
the
the whole
women.
pie.
Right.
It's like a real thin slice,
Only
and it's
because
like
Stevie J.
you're splitting hairs at some degree. You know what I'm saying? Like because
Yeah,
I think
there's-
most times people like to have sex with somebody they have a connection with. You know what I'm saying? To a degree, that's a fundamental
Yes,
thing.
but for them it doesn't
So-
matter if it's a man or woman.
So
Right, okay,
I'll,
right.
I'll break this.
Or friend or relationship.
Right. Okay. Right.
So we got 3 minutes. So pansexual is that you sleep. You don't care who you sleep with,
Or who you fall- yeah, exactly.
long as you in a pan.
long as you in love.
I don't know.
You can fall in love with any gender. That's what it's saying.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Huh?
Is that what it's saying? That's what you say pansexual.
I believe
is.
that it's pansexual. I'm just trying to see how.
But
that's
I don't see the
from
difference between
bisexual.
bisexual and pansexual. Get a mic. I like
That
'cause
you
know what
like-
you're talking about.
Bisexual means that you're interested in a man or a woman. Pansexual saying that you're interested in anybody means they can be trans. It means they can be.
Yes,
cis,
exactly.
means
Thank
they
you.
can be-
Oh, what a
any-
breakdown.
Thank you,
Yeah,
exactly.
So you gotta.
Yeah,
gotta
pansexual.
get the millennials
pansexual,
in here sometime,
Like you
huh?
can, you could be a straight guy and you're pansexual and
Right, but he's interested in a transgender.
So he's a
It's like-
pansexual.
yeah.
Allegedly, right?
If you want
Allegedly,
men,
allegedly.
you want men, women, transgenders, all this. Yeah.
Because at
Oh.
first he thought she was a transsexual.
He was.
He was.
He thought I'm gonna say she because that's
Right.
what
Give
they
her
like
a
to
respect.
do.
Give her
No,
a
no.
respect.
He said he was a he.
He said he was a he.
identifies
But
himself as a
right,
gay
but
male.
she realized that you don't like
He, she, you just,
transsexual.
you being derogative right
So
there.
are they together?
Whichever
The
one
Wild
they
they
want to
together?
use, I don't want
No
to
man,
disrespect.
I hope it's not true. Is it true?
I
Oh,
don't think
yeah.
it's
I heard
true.
it's true.
That
I heard
video, that recording, that's his voice. That's
Are
the
they together?
recordings as well
It was a
as
party, it was a
the
party.
text
It was fun.
messages
It
or
wasn't-
whatever that they
Really?
they
his voice saying, I just want to make sure, you ain't gonna like tell my business. And she Shim, I don't know.
Why
It's
would
like,
she do
no,
that?
why
She
would
oughta
I
be
do
smacked
that?
in her
and then
ass.
he like, no, because I'm just saying. And they went on and had a sexual encounter.
Wow.
However, he's saying, I thought it was a woman transitioning into a. She's saying, you knew good and daggone well that I was a man and I'm a gay man.
And I heard that he was the bottom.
Cause that's why he have.
What's wrong with being a bottom?
With it-
What's wrong? So it's okay if you just fucking men, but it's not okay if you get fucked.
Nah, but it's worse when you're the
It's
bottom.
no worse.
No, I say I'm not going with your day. It don't matter. Top, bottom, it doesn't matter. Kissing,
So you can suck
holding
my dick
eyes.
as long as I don't suck your
You guys,
dick. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys.
I'm like,
Unfortunately, we ran out of time.
It's the
and then-
worst.
We
Thank
should've
God
started
we
this
ran
a
out of
long-
time.
I know. Pansexual, demisexual, homosexual.
We all,
you
you
know,
shout out
love,
to
love,
everybody.
the open bar appreciate
Shout out to
you.
everybody.
Just
Shout out
can't
to
be
you
written
all.
listen to the
straight
open
today.
bar regardless.
Yo.
Tuesday, got your girl in the cut and she choose a club going up.